All right. I apologize for leaving you guys hanging for so long. I had a phone call from one of my good friends. He hit me up. We were talking, chatting it up. We're gonna hang out next week, Friday. And I had to let the starting soon screen go a little bit longer. But let me just say something to all of you people that's out there. So last night's episode, if you didn't see it, go see it, because it changed something inside of me, and I'm going to explain it to you all. It did something to me. Now, first of all, this is the King of Content show. I am your host, the King of Content himself. For the new people that don't know, what is the King of Content? Well, I'll tell you. Number one, I'm the all-purpose champ. That's my gamer tag right there. You can find me on Xbox, PlayStation, Stadia, you name it. So it will be some gaming discussed on this show. But number two, I'm the master of vlogging. Guys, I have been vlogging on this channel since 2011. That means 11 years of my life on this channel, from every birthday, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Guys, my wedding is on here, my honeymoon in Mexico, where my wife and I is holding a shark. Guys, if I buy a product, matter of fact, hold on. If I buy a product, I do a review. So guys, I bought something. I'll be doing a review soon. If I go to the movies, I do a movie review. Guys, go check out The Invitation, was the last movie I seen. You can find the review on the channel right now. So next up, that makes me the King of Content, is the cowboy. Now, this is the most important thing, guys. Just hear me out. Hear me out. You know why the cowboy is important? Because that's the part of me that's a natural born entertainer. Oh, yeah, guys, you're going to get some dancing on here. Hey, hey. You're going to get some martial arts on here. Guys, I do everything because I entertain. I'm a natural born entertainer, and that's what I do. I am the cowboy, and nobody else on YouTube is like me. Because when you come to the all-purpose champ, master of vlogging, the cowboy, the king of content show, you get it all. And starting today, I am changing the format of the show indefinitely. Now, what does that mean? You guys are like, bro, what is he talking about? Last night episode, okay, was so much fun. I got to roll my sleeves up. You guys watch the episode. Now, what I'm talking about, there's some people in the audience right now. You know what I'm talking about. Yesterday, we was wilding. We were all, it was a bunch of guys and my wife, you know, and we were just showing pictures of us working out. Like it was crazy. It had nothing to do with gaming. Most of you guys come to see me talk about gaming. Now, a lot of you know I used to do a little show. I did it for 2 years straight and never missed a week. I did it every night at 9 p.m. Eastern. It was called the Sandy and Anthony Show. My wife and I, we would sit in the bed and just talk. We had little skits. She told raunchy jokes, like really raunchy jokes. And it was fun. But a lot of the gamers was like, he don't talk about games. So it's been a long time that I wanted to switch things up. Now, about maybe 6 months ago, I had a couple episodes where I just talked about real world topics. And a lot of the people was like, this is cool because I'm a gamer and on my channel I don't talk about this, but it was cool to talk about here. And I meant to bring it back. Well, damn it, last night made me realize I'm gonna really be the king of content because I'm doing it all. So I want us to discuss gaming news. I want us to discuss real news. I want us to talk about like Cammy. Cammy is a vlogger. Somebody said yesterday, is this only about Stadia? And that was Banana Killer. I don't want to get the rap that this is only about Stadia. This is only about PlayStation. This is only about gaming. Guys, we got enough of us running around here doing gaming content. You guys are in the chat now. I love your channels. I watch your content. If you guys want to see that, I'll send you down the road. But the king of content is bringing something different because we're going to get into everything. So starting today, guys, this is going to be a talk show format. See, what you guys don't know, and some of you do, is I, once upon a time, wanted to be a talk show host. I was a big fan of Jerry Springer. You guys could probably tell all the trash talking I do and sometimes starting some controversy. But I was a big fan of Springer. I wanted to be a talk show host so much that when Oprah started the OWN network, I submitted a video trying to be on one of her competitions to be a new talk show host. So guys, I'm just letting you know that it's going to be some of the same old stuff, but we're going to switch it up. We're going to add some stuff. So with that being said, I'm going to grab a chair. I hope you guys grab a chair, and we're going to get the show started. Now, there's one thing missing. And I don't know if you guys understand. But I'm about to show you something doesn't look right. And if you've been watching the show, you know where I'm going. Something doesn't look right. We're going to fix that right now. You know what we're missing? We're missing the gun show. Guys, we are missing the gun show. I like to switch my camera angle up. Let's fix this a little bit more. Bam, there we go. All right, now, with that being said, a little bit lower. Is that good? That's good? All right, with that being said, guys, there's 3 things I like to do before I kick the show off. I like to say, All right. If you guys been around, you know where I'm going. Number one, this show is gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic. Cause I'm a cowboy. Oh man. And number two, and this is really gonna be important. Now I know I spent a long time on this intro. I was on a phone call. I apologize. But I like to give a lot of people a chance to show up also, right? You might be taking care of your baby, taking them to the babysitter, drinking some wine. I don't know what you're doing, but I give you a chance to show up and you don't miss the show, right? This is your chance to walk in late. It's like the previews. You walk in, go get your popcorn and everything. All right, so, but guys, number two, and this is really important going forward. Guys, this is a talk show format. I'm going to have guests coming on. I'm going to talk about, guys, we're going to be talking about real world stuff. This ain't only going to be gaming anymore, right? And some people might be like, well, I'm only here for the games. Listen, you could add a question. You could bring up a topic. We could discuss games. It ain't going nowhere. But damn it, we're going to discuss a lot more. And I'm just saying, some people might be bothered. Some people might be like, oh my God, did they talk about the explosion in China? I don't know if there's an explosion in China. I'm just saying. But, oh, we can't believe. Well, guess what? I want to find out whose opinion. What's your opinion on it, right? Let's talk about it. Somebody in the chat might be like, oh, you ain't talk about this over there. I might be like, cool, let's pull it up. So you guys have to be able to have the mindset of a winner. And what does that mean? Mindset of a winner, what does that mean? Guys, because winners can handle anything. And I'm telling you now, before the show starts, just handle it like a winner. Brush your shoulders off. Be like, okay, he's talking about something I don't really care about, but it don't offend me. And if you could do that, we're cool. I don't got a problem. But if you can't, I'm going to actually let somebody let you know how things go on around here, because just take it from him.
You're a winner, and you know what winners say. Fuck the losers who can't take a joke. Man the fuck up.
I didn't say it. Chucky said it, all right? But going forward, everyone in this chat and every guest that comes on is a winner. All right. Now, and the last and final thing is, guys, I live my life epic. Come on, man. You know I'm the epic all-purpose champion. I'm the epic master of vlogging. I'm the epic cowboy. I'm the epic king of content. And we're going to get this thing started with my epic intro. I know Cammy was like, oh, cool intro. That ain't the intro, Cammy. That's just warming up the show. Because the true intro was made by Steel and Love by none other than my guy, Mr. Bruce Campbell. So let's go. And now your mama knows. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon. Guys, the cowboy is in the building. All right. So, guys, this is the part where I'm gonna go check you guys out. So, because I'm getting a little old, about 3 years ago, I started wearing glasses. I just like to use them when I'm playing video games, when I'm looking at the screen, and when I'm at work. So, with that being said, let's see who is in the building. We're gonna give everybody a shout out. So let me go pull you guys up. Say what's up real quick. Let's fly through the chat to say what's up to everybody. Number one, Mr. Urban World is in the building. Let's go. Rock is in the building. He's talking about the new chapter of the show. Let me see. The Hungry Caterpillar for Agers. Guys, if you want to join the show, matter of fact, I need to pin it. What's up, Michaela? Sure. Yep. What you getting? What store are you going to? You thought you were just walking out the door without me knowing any info?
No, you care about that. You don't care about my first day.
Guys, my daughter is saying I don't care about her first day of school. Do you think I don't care about her? Come on, Michaela. Just come on over. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Have a seat.
Have a seat.
Have a seat.
He's not babysitting grown man's feelings.
I ain't babysitting grown man feelings. All right, so let's hear your first day of school.
It was so fun and so...
Wait, first of all, did you wear this?
This shirt, yeah, but not these pants.
Those are what? Pajama pants?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So go on and tell us.
It was so fun. And I'm in 11th grade, and there's a couple classes I want to switch out of, but it was so fun.
Why you want to switch out of them?
Because I have Holocaust and genocide studies. Why would I want to do that?
Okay, fair enough. So who you talk to on the phone?
Nala.
Okay, what's up, Nala? How you doing? Good? All right, cool. How was your first day?
It was awful for her.
Fair enough. So we don't need to know her whole business on here. So what are you going to get from the store?
I'm getting a lip gloss.
Lip gloss? Them chapped lips, you need them.
My lips are fat.
Nah, she kind of need them lip gloss. All right, so can I have my show back? Is there what else about you? So do you like? Is there any teachers you don't like?
No, I really like the bio teacher. She's so nice and new and nice, and she's so nice. And
I said, is there any teachers you?
No, I don't have an issue with any of them. They're
all right, cool.
Nice.
All right, cool. Well, you know what? I appreciate it. Can you get out the chair now so I can start the show?
I'm gonna relocate it to the backyard.
All right, goodbye, Lena. Come on.
Oh, I wasn't gonna.
All right, guys. That's my youngest daughter, and this is my oldest daughter.
Hi, guys.
And some of you know her because she's a celebrity around these parts.
I am a celebrity. You know what, guys? Today starts season 3 for Man vs. Woman, which starts at approximately 6 o'clock.
Oh, okay. You got a new start time?
Yeah. We've been doing that for like half a season to see where this man is at.
Well, listen, when they stream when I'm streaming, so I can't be in 2 places at one time. So, but send me the link and I'll try to find it and pull it up so people could check you out.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool.
So, what's up? How was your day?
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Cool. Just an average day?
Yeah, just an average day. It was, it wasn't too busy or crazy or anything like that.
So guess what? I'm doing a new format. So now it's going to be more of a talk show. So now, because I have times where I want to talk about other stuff, but I always limited the gaming, and I used to just have a specific show just for talk about other stuff, and then so now we're doing it all. Because yesterday was crazy. You might want to check it out. So yesterday, Doc came on, and we went in the back and forth of who looks better, and it turned to a bunch of guys showing half-naked pictures. I was put up by Facebook pictures. Doc was showing, look at me in the gym. ISO was on.
Doc had pictures
it was a bunch of guys. Rose was putting pictures. It was a crazy episode, and it made me think. People loved it, and I was like, yo, I'm going to switch the format. I don't want to be just limited to gaming. I just want to talk about whatever.
So you kind of want to do what I do, where we talk about whatever. So like today, we're going to give tips on like dieting for like do's and don'ts. So guys, whoever is starting to do diets and things like that, we might give some recipes, for certain stuff.
All right, so you gotta go now.
Pretty cool. I know. Yeah. I gotta try to get ready for
it. All right, cool.
Well, but guys, it was nice to meet you guys. Bye.
Cool. One day maybe your other sister would be on here. That probably would never happen, but
Oh, so you would?
Yeah.
You would physically have to go to her.
Yeah, being she don't come to this house.
Avery started her first day of school.
She sent me the pictures. Come on, man. I'm in my granddaughter's life. Don't do me like that.
I didn't say you weren't in her life. I was just saying, like, did you see her?
I said, yes. I have added them to my folder, my kids.
Josie, are you coming out?
You might want to take that dog. All right. Anyway, guys, so that's a little bit of my family. You guys know I'm also a vlogger, so I allow people to live into my life, see my family. So let's go down here. So Rock was on the building. Remember, anybody could join. It's pinned to the chat. Guys, click this right here. It'll bring you into the show. Be a part of the show. All right. So ISO's in the building. He said, good timing. I needed some background noise. Definitely. But we're going to give ISO a shout out yesterday. Yesterday, ISO reached 645 subscribers. Good for him. Guys, we got somebody infiltrating the building. And you guys are going to want to see who it is, because it's none other than the godfather of Stadia himself, the man with the moist voice. It's none other than Rock.
Yo! How's it going, my man?
Rock, I'm just living and loving life, man. It's all about good times and great moments, man.
You know what? When you said talk show, I was in. That's my format. That's what I love.
That's what you do, Rock.
It's what I love, my friend. I love you. How are you doing, bud?
Rock, and I love you back, man. And listen, Rock, listen.
Yes.
You were a young chap or a young lad.
I have been a young chap.
Voice. Like, come on. You must have got all the girls, man.
Yeah, I've always had this voice. Even when I was like 3. I blame it on cigars and whiskey at a very young age.
That happens. I remember when you inboxed me, you singing, and I played it for my son. My son was like, "You really know him?" I was like, "Yeah." Like he was like, "Listen." And I remember I played what was the now guys? You think I'm the king of content? Rock rivals me. Rock got like 8,000 shows. Rock could build a show in 2 days and like, no, get something new. But what was the one you did when you did the new? It was so flashy. The intro was like, the intro came on like.
Oh, Cloudburst.
No, not Cloudburst. Not the when you just did like the bite size. You know, it was like you pre-recorded it.
Yeah, Rock Around the Clock. It was the original pre-record of Rock Around the Clock, and now I do it live.
Yeah, but it was like little 6 minute, 3 minute.
Yeah. You used to tell me how you loved it, and that's one of the reasons I brought it back was because of what you said, actually.
Oh man, that was stunning. And I remember I played that for my son. I said, "Watch this." And he thought he was like, "No, he works for Google." I was like, "No, he don't. Like he's a regular guy. This is his productivity. This is his work." And he was blowing out the motorbike.
Oh, bless my friend. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I've been loving your vacation stuff.
Oh,
absolutely.
Man, thank you so much.
Loved it. It was great. What I loved about it was, there was a family that a really close unit. It was obvious, and all having fun. You never fell out. Yeah, you all enjoyed whatever you were doing. It was brilliant. I mean, I wanted to be there in your suitcase.
Well, I mean, I did choke the kids and wife when I was off camera. It's a couple of times I was like, "You think this is a damn game? Chucky wouldn't allow this."
No, Chucky wouldn't.
I couldn't put that on. I couldn't put that on.
No, but Chucky's only 1.5 feet tall. We don't take him seriously, my friend.
Well, I figure that much, but he's pretty funny. And season 2 comes out this October, so I'll be watching it. He's pretty funny.
Wow. Where, are you planning on going? See, that's the thing. That's one of the big differences between Americans and Brits. So you guys have like one vacation a year, don't you? Have like maybe a week.
Yeah. So this is like we do one big vacation. So we did 8 days, 7 nights. And, that was it. Now, my wife and I, like is it 11? Rock, is it 11 years we've been together or is it 10? I don't know. Is it 10 or 11?
How am I going to know? I wasn't there.
I'm pretty sure it's 11. It's going to make 11 years, September 20th.
Yeah. I think yes, that sounds right.
Yeah, we may go away for the weekend. So we like to do stuff like that. Like we'll go away for the weekend. Our wedding anniversary, we'll go away for the weekend. But once a year, we like to do a big thing like we just did recently. So, but what were you going to say? In the UK, you guys have more time? Or
a ridiculous amount of time. So the average worker in the UK gets 4 weeks holiday, and then you have another week or 2 weeks of bank holidays, like Labor Day. But yeah, it's just tons and tons of this stuff. And they don't. Talking as a boss, they don't need it, my friend.
Listen, Rock, it's not fair. You're rich. You don't need the money. You don't even.
Well,
You just drive around in Corvettes all day. Like, come on, man. Is that even your life is a vacation?
well, wealth is a relative thing, my friend. Money is the least wealthy of all the wealths. You got your home, your health, your happiness. That's the important stuff. None of that cash in the bank business.
You know what I always say too, Rock? So I just talked to a friend. That's why I was a little late starting the show. And I said to him, I said, I don't use the word stress. I haven't used that word in a long time. The closest you'll get to stress is my daughter annoying me. My younger daughter, who's in 11th grade, right? Today was the first day of school. And I'm not anybody's boss. I don't manage anything, right? I'm not, fortunate like you, Rock, to manage Fortune 500 stocks and all this stuff, right? And but long story short is I don't have anything that makes me go, oh my God. So money for me is I look on a monthly thing, right? If I can pay all my bills, and when the bills are paid, and I still got money, and when my next paycheck comes, I still have money I didn't spend. I said, man, I'm good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Money, do you know, honest truth, money is the thing that means the least to me. I'm the worst person you want to run your business at, because seriously, I haven't owned a car for myself for 7 years. The clothes I wear, I mean, this one is, I don't know what this is, about 3 years old. Stuff, normally the clothes I wear are what I get given at Christmas. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I'm not big into going out and eating and stuff. It just it means nothing to me. Most important thing and it's a cliche, but it's true. It's the happiness of my kids and my family and my friends. That means that's all the wealth you need in life.
And you have 2 daughters, right?
Yep.
See, I've been studying you too, Rock.
Yeah.
You got 2 daughters. And how are they now, though? I think you still have one that's
20, 23, and 19.
Okay. Yeah. So 19 is still teenager. Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. Mr. Urban Mode is. I am incredibly frugal. I blame my Jewish grandmother. Is that racist? It's not racist because it's a fact. It's a fact. I mean, I like to save the pennies. That's how I am.
Hey, it makes sense. No, so I don't like to spend a lot of money unless something I really like. If you see I like something, I'll buy it. Like I wanted a PlayStation 5. I walked in the store. It was a bundle. I said, listen, I'll spend $800. If I want it, and I did my video, they watched me walk right out. Nope, I don't like the bundle. I don't need it, right? Then when I decided I wanted it, I spent it. This monitor, recently, I was like, okay, everybody say, oh, you got PlayStation 5. You need to get a good monitor or TV to see it blow your socks off. Okay, it was $8.99. I said, let me get it. And I got it. I was like, it didn't blow my socks off, but now I got 2 monitors, so it works. So I just think if you buy something you really want, and just don't buy anything like, oh, there's another cowboy hat. No, don't do that, right? But buy what you want, then you don't have that buyer's remorse. You don't feel like, I can't believe I bought this. No, you bought it because you wanted it. Sit down and shut up and be happy.
Yeah, I mean, I try and hustle my way into getting the things that I want. Even now, I'll try and get a customer to buy something because they need it, and then actually I'm going to use it, and that's what I do. But it's there's very little in life that I need or want. And the thing is, I mean, I'm 55, and so I'm 5 years away from 60. I'm 10 years away from retirement, but I'm pretty much there. The thing is as you get older, none of that stuff really matters anymore. You're not trying to impress anybody. What is it they say about money? Money is, you're basically working to buy things to impress people who you don't know and they don't care. It's there's no point in it. And it's so easy to get caught up in that rat trap. The thing that you think you need, that new iPhone that's just come out today.
Right.
And it looks great and it's got a feature which you'll go, wow, look at my feature, to 3 or 4 people that go, wow, with your new iPhone. And then a year down the road, it's the same iPhone that everybody else has got. Well, and you don't feel any better for it.
And here's the thing. I got this phone, right, that folds. Oh, goodness.
I love that.
They're coming out with a new one. I said, I'm not getting it because it doesn't have many benefits this one doesn't have. I said, I'll wait a year for the next one and see if it, like when I got the first one, I didn't get the second one. I waited because it was no point. It has to be a noticeable benefit, right? Because I I like utility. Some people say, "Oh, it's a gimmick." No. If you can show me there's a utility, then I'm in. But if it's just a gimmick, then you can't get me. You know?
Yeah. It's got to be a reason for having it, hasn't there?
Yeah.
Otherwise, and I'm exactly the same. Let's face it, it's nice to try stuff. It's why I like, playing cloud games, because if I don't, I was saying this to my daughter earlier, when they wanted to play the new, 19 years old, they wanted to play the new Disney game that's come out on Xbox. And I said, well, there's no point buying it, because I've got it. It's part of the Game Pass. So we set it up on their computer, and she's, I'll download it. There's no point downloading it. You can play it in the cloud, and if you like it and you think it's a benefit, download it. But if you don't, then you don't have to delete it. You haven't got the hassle of it. It's all about.
And that is cool, because I was telling Obi Rose, so he's primarily a PlayStation guy, but now he's getting into cloud gaming, right? Getting into Stadia. Yeah. And you guys just start meeting him, but literally, he's a guy that was in my wedding. I was in his wedding. We know each other very well, right? And we just reconnected after like 5 years. So I said to him today, I said, listen, I just bought 2 copies of Saints Row, right? One for me, one for my wife. And I bought the Destiny Beyond Light DLC. I said, but I bought it on Stadia and not on PlayStation because of those reasons, right? Because I don't have to worry about my space. So Rock, for me, space is number one. When we start talking about cloud gaming, because at another platform, and I still got a PlayStation 5, so I understand, right? Trust me, I get it, right? I got it because if they're a game I can't get on Stadia. But space, for me, will save me from spending more money just to get more games, right? So space is like, wow, think about it. Imagine you have infinite amount of games. That's really cool. I think that's really cool for me. But also, no downloads, no updates, no game installs, no save files, all that stuff. Now, I'm not saying those stuff are bad. I'm just saying that if you could alleviate them for a game you wanted, it would be cool as a gamer, right? It would be cool.
Yeah.
But Rock, guess who's here? I think he heard his name ringing. So let's bring in none other than the master himself. Because now, Rock, you and I had just entered the chosen.
Oh, baby. What is going on, guys? I had to be a part of it.
High five.
High five. You know what, Rock? I finally get to meet you. Air high five. Good to meet you in the flesh. Good to have a conversation. He said talk show. I only got 25 minutes. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go spend them well with you guys, and we're going to have a blast, and we're going to do this, and we're going to, cowboy! Oh, yeah.
Can I just make a point here?
Yeah.
Chat, have you ever seen a more gorgeous lineup of men? Look at this.
Look at us.
We are stunning.
Wow. Screenshot it. Clip it now.
Everybody. Yeah, nah.
Maybe not that face. That face.
Yeah.
Rock.
Yes.
Man, so when was the last time you've been to the U.S.?
Oh, crikey. 3 or 4 years ago. I love the US. I mean, I've been 6-7 times.
Nice. Yeah. I got to get over to you guys. My stepdad, and I told you this before.
Yeah,
he's
Birmingham.
From Birmingham.
Yeah.
So, and he's
No. In the US,
okay, it's
Birmingham, Alabama. In the UK, it's Birmingham. Birmingham. In the Midlands, Birmingham in the Midlands, right? It's where he's from, like in the Midlands, Birmingham.
So he's supposed to go this year, and
right.
Man, if I could go on that trip.
Yeah, I've been to Hawaii.
Man, how far are you from there?
Oh, not long. 2 hours, maybe drive. Yeah. No, I would 100% come up and meet you, my friend. 100%. Yeah. I mean, why would I waste that opportunity? You're in my country. I'd love to come and see you.
Yeah, man.
And you could buy me a glass of water.
We're both non-drinkers, so we'll be both in there. They're like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "He'll have a water, and I'll have a root beer."
Yeah, Birmingham's all right. Birmingham is the second largest city in the UK. So London, obviously, is the biggest. But it's a great place. I love Birmingham.
He always told me it's so friendly, and he said it got like every kinds of people you could think of, man. Yeah,
very cool. The UK is very cosmopolitan. I mean, like you guys, we've got our racists, but actually, as a country, it's very open. And see the thing, I'll go straight there. The thing that is different, big difference between this country and your country, is when we had slaves, they weren't in our country. Right?
I'm sorry, that's hilarious. Yeah.
Right. So there was never an attitude to people of a different color amongst most people, because the rich and the rich had all the slaves in the Caribbean and in India. Right. So we never had that issue. In your country, of course, you live cheek and jowl. So you've got that whole thing there that is cultural, which we've never had. So we're really open, to all sorts of cultures. It's a different way of looking at things.
So Rock, I got somebody coming in red hot because he want to fact check you, man. So none other than the master himself. This guy can be seen on Monday mornings right after Squids. It's Lo-Fi.
Lo-Fi.
Lofi. It's Lofi.
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's going on, Lo-Fi?
How's it going, Lofi?
He didn't really want to fact check you. I just thought it'd be good to say that.
I gotta say this though. I think Rock is correct. I actually knew somebody from Cardiff. In fact, my aunt is actually from London. That's what I was saying. Like her mom used to babysit me. Well, obviously her mom used to babysit me. She was telling me about when Berlin was bombed, or not Berlin, when London was bombed, and it was like really cool to hear the story. And she's like, got this coat, and you can smell the smoke. Well, it's cool to hear the history behind it. Is my point. It was really cool to hear the history.
It was cool to hear London was bombed.
No, I'm not saying that.
That screen, man.
No, I'm saying it was cool to hear the history. I mean, I wasn't alive during World War II, and she was 8. So, like, to hear that and recount that was amazing.
Wow.
But like you said, the racism there is completely different than here. Like, obviously, you can tell I'm a black man, but if I go to a darker area of black people, I'm considered white. I'm not considered black. And then there's some.
I got the whole, being younger and being a little lighter. You're light skinned, you're red bone. I got all that stuff. But
they do that, and then like certain colleges in the South.
I was in the sun all week.
Certain colleges in the South, if you apply for them, I mean, they'll let you in because you're black. But when you get there, you're called the in-house slave. Or it's a lot. It's like, whoa,
but this is like 180 years, nearly 200 years ago now, and it's still a stigma. My daughter dates a black guy from Nigeria. He's a lovely guy. It's a different thing. It's a different country. We still have idiots, but there ain't. But most of the country are not like that at all.
Guys, I have to pause real quick. Because it's Cammy's
bless.
4th birthday today.
Happy
Let's go.
birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah. There we go.
That's happy birthday.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah. How are you keeping, Lo-Fi?
Man, I just got hooked up with SPG hooked me up with his family share. So I got like 100 more games than I had the other day. So I'm happy.
That's brilliant. Stadia, he didn't say that, okay? He didn't.
He didn't say that. Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, no.
Oh, we're related. That's my long lost cousin.
There you go.
After everything you're supposed to say, allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I seen you earlier playing Lo. What's your Lo? Let me ask everybody, right? So, Lo-Fi, let's start with you. What's your favorite game you're playing right now?
Oh, Yars.
Okay.
Yars is my favorite. It's addictive.
You'll be playing it for Yars, I tell you. That's the thing.
Yeah. That's the great thing about that game is you could come back at 5 years from now, and you're not going to be saying, "Oh, these graphics suck." I mean, dude, they are what they are.
That's good. That's a good point. It's a good point.
Yars was one of my favorite. I'm talking about Lo. You wasn't alive back then, but one of my favorite games on Atari, the original Atari. And
how old do you think I am?
I don't know. You gotta be what, like 30 at the most. I
No,
got you older than you, man.
No, we're the same age, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
He got his voice is so young, man. Well,
That's awesome.
It's the smiley icon. That's what catches you
that's
out.
what it is, man. That's probably icon.
Young
Yeah.
at heart, bro.
All right,
That's
so
funny.
you remember yours back in the day?
Yeah, man. I remember, dude. I had I can't remember what the thing's called, and I just watched a video about it. It was so I had the Atari, you know, with the little wood grain and all that it had on it, and then I had this other. It was like a monitor, everything built into it, and then it had this like control pad.
The 32X.
I don't know what it. It's older than Atari.
The Lynx
it
is
came
the 32. Yeah.
No, this thing came out in like 1982, I think. But the controller would actually like tuck back into the. It was like a part of the TV.
It had like the stringy, like the controller that was like the twirls. So like it was like a longer rectangle controller with a knob on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that was the first system I had.
Yep, I remember that. Now Rose is young, so Rose, he don't know none of this stuff. Look at him. He's like, I mean, yeah, he's young.
I want to say this to Cowboy and Cowboy only. Yeah, don't be mad at me that you're in the 40+ gang, bro. All right? Don't be mad at me. Everybody else on this stream is 40 or younger, but you. Okay, old man?
I wish I was. I wish I was.
I got somebody else that's my exact same age, and coming in right now is the green-eyed bandit, my big little brother, a.k.a. Dave Green Eyes Jimenez.
Oh, Dave.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, okay.
Wow, Misty.
Wait, Rock says, I don't smoke, I don't drink. Dave comes in, smoke.
I do.
Now we're in the clouds.
Making up for it.
This is vaping. This is vaping. It's not smoking. Get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, vaping, smoking, whatever.
Nah, it kept me off cigarettes for years.
Yeah.
This is
Fair
beautiful.
enough. Dave, what's up with you, man? How you doing? You work today or
I'm
what?
good. I'm good. I had to jump on. You got to forgive my voice. I'm just getting over sinus infection, but I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I had to jump on because I heard Obi talking that junk about people over 45 and all that other stuff.
No,
like, hold
that
up.
was not directed at you. It was only directed at Cowboy. Anybody on the panel, everybody on the panel minus Cowboy is 21.
That's all right.
Rose. Rock inboxed me and said, I don't like this Rose guy.
That's funny. That's funny. He just inboxed me and he said, I love this Rose guy, but that Cowboy guy, he's too old.
I can't believe you, Rock.
And Dave said, I can't see anybody.
And I can't see it.
Oh, man. Yeah, you guys are great. So, Rose, let me ask you, what's your favorite game you're playing right now?
Oh, I really don't have one. My favorite game I'm playing right now is God of War 2. God of War 4 2, I guess, or whatever God of War number this is. The new God of War coming out that we have yet to play.
That's not out yet.
I know.
Maybe the Star Wars game.
Yeah, well, I love Star Wars. I love Lego games. They're just really fun and mindless. So, like, for me, playing a Lego game is simple because you don't really got to think, right? But like you play a game, you got to think. Your head starts to hurt, and you're like, "Oh, that's not what game it's supposed to be." Like even playing Tekken, sometimes I'm big into Tekken. It's like, "Oh man, I got to think. Okay, I got to block. Okay, is this a down forward 2?" Like with Lego, it's just like, "Oh, cool, let's break something. Oh, collect some coins." So
that's what I like about games like Tony Hawk, because like you could just zone out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But then sometimes there would be a challenge where you have to focus.
Yeah, but it's not like a Elden Ring type of focus where you're like, oh man, I gotta go see Goldfist who's standing up there like this, and then I gotta travel all the way back to Limgrave, you know? Yeah. So I can dig it. I can definitely dig it.
But hey guys, I gotta jump off here, but I just wanted to jump on and say hi to all y'all and show Cowboy some love. Man, this dude jumped on my show when he was on vacation, so I had to come and pay my respects and just share the love, man. Thank you, Cowboy. You're awesome.
All right, man. Listen, Lo, thank you so much for what you do on the Monday nights and Monday mornings and Friday nights. You've been holding it down forever, man. And I love what you do. And I told you when we first met, I said, man, it's something about you, man. You're like your charisma, just how
fried shrimp.
And when he started doing his stuff, he just came into the game like really polished. Rock, you remember when me and Ray and we was a bunch of misfits, right? But Lo came in like a polished guy. Like everything he did was so up to, it's just, I like your craft.
He's obviously been watching you, my friend.
Man, I appreciate it.
One of your students.
We're gonna get you on. We're gonna get you on the show, bro. After you get off, I'll hit you up. I'll send you a message. We're gonna work it out.
I don't know, Lo, because you've been.
I'm not having
a long time, and
I'm not having another guest. I'm not having another guest until you come on. So.
All right. Well, hit me up. Let me know.
All right, man. I gotta take off. Appreciate you guys.
Have a good one, Lo-Fi.
Take care, buddy.
Oh man, that's Lo-Fi Monk, guys. You gotta check him out. Great dude, great content. Just a good person,
Yeah.
Rock, you gotta pay your light bill, man.
I know. It's an energy crisis in the UK. It's
yeah. I've been seeing about that. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Even Jordan was saying,
is that a real thing?
Well, yeah. Well, it may have been averted now, but we were looking at $10,000 energy bills. Yeah. I'm serious.
Wait. You mean like for one house, it was $10,000?
Yeah.
Oh, it's time for me to pack up and move.
Yeah.
I'll catch me in the next country.
You gotta get candles.
Yeah.
Gotta get candles.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind having candles, but 4 candles.
You can't stream with candles.
No, that's true. That's true.
For that. Yes, you can. With the power of Google Stadia, he can have candles on and stream from his phone.
Well,
what happens when his phone dies and then he needs to plug it up?
We're not worried about that. All right?
Right.
You didn't ask us all that.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just messing about here. There we go. That will do.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to scroll through the comments. I'm sorry I'm so late. I like to run my mouth. You guys know how it is. Evo Rose.
What about it? Yeah, listen. I said this, and I said this. I said this in the chat. We got 5 years. I'm going to Evo in 5 years. I want you guys to mark it on a calendar. I'm going. The goal is going to be to take first place. Now, if I take top 10, I'm happy. But and Cowboy, there's thousands upon thousands of people there. I really want to do this. Now, going is just not going to be good enough. I have to win. And yeah, I like to have fun. But this is why I sit here and I'm like, yo, let's have these fights on Wednesdays. Let's have these fights on Mondays. Because then you see the people I play with. I want to be on their level. I need my title to say True Tekken God Omega. Okay, because once it says that, then I know I'm ready. But I have to get back online and I have to play a lot more. So yeah, I'm going to Evo. You know I'm going to Evo. Lethal knows I'm going to Evo. It's going to happen. And I hope that all y'all are there to see me win. And when I do, I want everybody with tears in their eyes like, I know him. I watch his streams. And I'm going to be like, yeah, this is it. I've done it. Because I'm going to Evo to win.
Rose, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I knew it was going to happen.
Don't take this the wrong way. Don't take this the wrong way. But in order to go to Evo, you got to be a winner.
You're a winner. And you know what winners say. Fuck the losers who can't take a joke. Man the fuck up.
You know I'm not here to babysit grown men. Rose, you ain't going to no goddamn cotton picking Evo coming in 10th or better. First of all, you're lazy. When the last time you played Tekken and won 3 matches in a row? You don't even know.
I beat you 3 times in a row. I beat you 3 times in a row.
When?
We can do it. Well, I beat you 3 times in a row last week. Well, I was on vacation.
I was on vacation last week.
And that's what he's using as a cover up. I was on vacation. You was on vacation getting your tail dropped in Tekken.
Listen, man, you got these dreams, and Chucky just told me what? Chucky said, you ain't going to no goddamn cotton picking Evo. Because you gotta be good at what? Hey Chucky, I ain't gonna say that.
No, he's lower than that. Look down.
No,
Nah, look at Chucky.
Yeah, Chucky's taller than that. What's that all about?
Yeah.
not to Anthony. Not to Anthony. They see eye to eye, him and Chucky.
Yeah, that's messed
He's
up.
bigger than Chuck E. Cheese.
Yo.
Bring him on here. Rock, did you bring him on here?
I know, but I love him.
Well, not anymore.
Oh no!
Anyway,
Evo, is Evo is it in Japan then? Evo?
No, the Evo is hosted in America actually, and it's one of the biggest fighting tournaments in the world. I've always wanted to go there. And the cool thing is you can just show up. Like you don't have to be invited. But the reason I want to win, what was that?
Rock.
Yeah.
Guess who been to Evo before?
Well, I know you did because I watched his show and you were saying about it.
So you know what all Rose want to do is just live vicariously through me, Rose. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Just watch my videos and be like, I don't need to live life because Cowboy did it.
Nah, listen, I'm going. I promise you, I'm making it right now. I'm going. Now, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to have to. No, I'm not ready for that. I need 5 years good practice. I need like those. So it was crazy because even this year at Evo, they had a kid. I think he was like 13 and he was in the top 10. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, how do you do that? You know?
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's an overshot dream. I definitely want to go though. But it would be cool to go, and it would be cool to cool to place realistically. It would be cool to place in like the top 200.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Realistically.
Is that how many people compete? So there's like a massive amount of folk, and then it's just beat to get down to the last two.
And then you get down to the final bracket, and then like usually what happens is like when they go to the final bracket, it's a big arena, almost like a soccer stadium, and everybody who is there is watching. So you could have like 65,000 people watching you on stage, and you're just like, they give you these headphones to put on, and you're just trying not to piss yourself. Like, I hope I don't mess this up. You know, it's not like you have to know, like it's one of those things where you have to understand frame rates, and not only frame rates, you have to understand every character, not just your character, but the character that everybody's fighting you with. But I think by the time you get there, so like I know Cowboy likes to play with Eddie. So in all seriousness, if he was playing with Eddie, I know he has played Eddie. I can go in and set up and practice against Cowboy. Now, if he shows up with somebody else, I'm just like, oh snap! I practice against his Eddie, but I gotta hope that he doesn't know how to play the character that he is playing. And if he does, then it's just gonna come down to whoever can push the better buttons faster.
It's these younger people, right? You know, listen, it's eye-hand coordination. It's a lot of things, right? And I feel like the thing is, these people who win, hold on. The people who win. Oh man, my guy Lion, man. Hold up.
That's why I'm raising my hand. Wait, because he said also, could you please sing Suavemente? Lion, for you, suavemente, bésame, que quieres sentir tus labios, besándome otra vez, suavemente, bésame, que quieres sentir tus labios, bésame. I'm sorry.
Dave just swallowed his vape.
Que quieres sentir tus labios, bésame otra vez, suavemente, bésame.
Go.
Well, I hope you got your $5 worth because I've got an earache.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh,
man.
What the hell was that? Jeez.
Yeah.
1 minute we're Evo, the next minute was Suavemente.
Hey, you know what? You did a good job. Oh, hold up, guys. Give it up for Rose, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now he is studying Spanish. He is studying Spanish.
No, very good. Very impressive.
Yeah. That's actually on my playlist of songs to learn in Spanish. That's how I know that one actually. And then when I learned what he was saying, I was like, oh wow, it's catchy. I can't sing this around my kid. My kid go to school suave. I mean, all he's really saying is gently kiss me. But I don't need my kid saying that to somebody. He's 4 years old. I'll be like, yo, this is bad.
Oh.
So Oh,
Wow.
man.
That's pretty good. Let me see.
Guys, listen, I gotta bounce. I gotta take care of some family duties at 6:30. Thank you for having me.
God. Oh man, thanks for joining.
Thank God.
You know I know where you live, right? You know I know where you live, right?
All
you
right,
see that guy down under you? Me and him, we gonna show up to your house, and we gonna let you know what the real deal is.
Y'all to the skyscrapers, bro. Y'all both like super. Hey, Rock. Actually, Rock. This other gentleman underneath me, he was in my wedding as well, man. These two guys are one of my
both of us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm the wedding crasher then.
Yeah. You're the wedding crasher.
Yeah.
Oh, no, here we go.
Wow. There you go. That was just me, folks. Now you got some sensible people to take care of this show.
All right, guys. Listen, thank you for having me. You know I'm gonna keep. I'm listening.
Hold up. Before you leave, can you tell the people about your channel? And
sure, absolutely. So thank you for putting the camera on me. So I got a channel. It's the Obi Rose Kenobi channel. I do everything from video game playthroughs to whatever. I have a panel on Wednesdays. It's called the Whatever Panel. You can join, click in, come hang out. We could talk about whatever, kind of like this format. Also on Mondays we do have a fighting panel. So whatever game you want to challenge in, cool, bring it. I know Stadia has Mortal Kombat. I'm actually going to end up picking that up in the next couple of weeks so I can start playing some Stadians in Mortal Kombat. That's going to be fun. Other than that, that's just the channel. Come by, come hang out. Please, please, please. I promise you, you're going to see me 100% full energy. We're just there to have a blast. We're there to laugh. We're there to enjoy life because it is too short and but a vapor of breath here today and gone tomorrow. So we all need to enjoy this journey together. So come check me out. I beg you, come have fun. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Minus Cowboys setting up my streams and messing me up. Other than that, we good to go.
Now, Rose, I'm mad at you. All right. And guys, I took the liberty to put the link to his channel. Check him out. Listen, I want you guys to leave my channel right now and go subscribe to his channel. Now, Rose, you know what you forgot to say? Come on, Rose. What you say at the end of every show? Go on.
Listen, life is a game. And make sure you play it.
Oh, I like that.
Life is a game.
I like that.
Make sure we play it.
But Rose, unfortunately, this is my show and your time is up.
You're fired.
All right. Anyway, so now we got him out the way. We can get back to it. All right. I know it's getting late for you, so I don't want you to leave without. Could you give us a little bit about your show too, man? Please, your channel.
Is this a hint?
No, but just, you know.
He wants to get rid of me, folks. So I do a show every single day. It's called Rock Around the Clock, and it's basically a Stadia news show. On Tuesdays, I do a bigger show, and that's called the Stadia Rock Show. And then on Thursdays, so that's tomorrow for most of you, I do a kind of a 2 to 3 hour all-over gaming show. It's kind of news and stuff, and we have a bit of fun. But it is emphasis on laughs and, me. I'm sorry, I turned it on a downer. That's me. I'm finished. Can you take me off camera now, please? I'm feeling very shy.
Guys, whoops! I just clicked on your channel. Didn't mean to do that. But guys, right here, check out Rock. Here's his channel as well. Go subscribe to his channel. Great content, man. Rock, you have been one of the nicest people. We had an awesome journey, man, and I just love watching you. Honestly, I just love listening to your voice. Sometimes I just close my eye and just say,
just as long as those hands aren't down your pants, mate. I don't mind what you do with my voice.
Yeah, you know what? We're not gonna talk about that. But Rock, tell the people about the thing you did with the so people could like sleep and all that stuff too, man. That's cool.
Oh, I forgot about that channel. Yeah, no, I've got a deeply relaxing videos. It's called. So if, it's a little bit of me doing some hypnotic stuff, and it's largely 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 8 hours of kind of really relaxing music. It's not ASMA or AMSA or whatever it's called. It's just, stuff to chill out to. Deeply relaxing videos. Just Google it. You should find it.
Yeah, that's really cool. Rock, but forget Googling it.
Have you got it?
Check it out. Bam! Right here, guys. Check it out. Here's Rock's his other channel, Deeply Relaxing Rock. I thought that was cool when you did it, man, because I've always dude, your voice, man. And so to see you put that together, it's like, why didn't you do this at 3 years old?
I know.
And drinking whiskey.
Initially, it was quite successful, and it got up to 1,000 subscribers. Now it's kind of died off a bit. But to be fair, I haven't put any new content up for a while because I've been too involved in this stuff, but I will do it. Do you know what? I set it up as a bit of a legacy thing. So as you know, I've got Rock Show and I've got Rock Play, the two channels. And then I just thought, well, the thing about deeply relaxing video content is it lives forever, because it's just beautiful music and cinematics of space and the sea and rivers and things. So, it could literally be as current now in 10 years time. So I thought, if I just create that little thing and let it slowly build in the background, and I'll add some content over time and maybe have something to leave for the kids. That was kind of the thought. But just stoke it now and again.
I said this recently to someone. I said, my channel, right? As I get older, right? I want one of my kids, grandkids, whatever, right? To manage it, right? And then when I pass away, the channel will probably be popular than it was before I was alive. And not only do I have these videos so my kids could see, like, oh, look at this person, right? But it is generational wealth if you think about it. Because if somebody just keep monitoring it, keep changing the bank account or whatever, they could let it go on forever. But with that said, Rock, you know what I stumbled on that's like pretty amazing, similar to what you were saying? One night I was up, this is a couple months, maybe 6 months ago, and I was just going through YouTube, and I was like, is this a channel? And they're just showing it rain. It was just, you ever see those channels? It was just raining, and it was Rock. It was thousands.
People watch. They love it, mate. They love it.
I was like, what? I need to get a GoPro and put it on my roof when it rains, and then people were just talking. I was like, I'm talking about a lot of people, Rock, and I was like, it was mind blowing. So every now and then when I stumble on those rain videos, and it's a live feed. It's just raining, and people.
Oh, it was live rain. It was literally live.
Oh,
live. Wow.
It was live.
Whereabouts was that then?
I'm not sure, but it was live. And the next time I see it, I come across this every so often, I guess, because I watch it. And it's just mind blowing. Like, what?
That is amazing. I came across a scam today. Actually, I got it shut down on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Well, there was a link, like when it suggests videos to watch. Yeah. And it was Elon Musk, and it said, Elon suggests genius idea to sort NASA's rocket problem. I thought that'd be interesting, because of the recent stuff. So I put it on, and anyway, it was Elon Musk and some other couple of people and Jack Dorsey from Twitter, which I thought was interesting enough. But they were talking about Bitcoin, and then the chat said, you can't talk on here unless you've been a subscriber for 15 years, right? I'm thinking, this is really odd. And the channel was called SpaceX Live. But then the description was all about, it was saying, we're launching a rocket today, and da-da-da-da-da. And I thought, well, this is nothing like what's going on here. And in the chat, it said, we're giving away 4,500 Bitcoin today. You just have to watch to participate. And then in the top corner was a QR code. And I thought, this is really odd. So there's a video that has nothing to do with the subject line. Right. There's a description which has nothing to do with the video or the subject line. There's a thing in the chat where you can't talk, and you can't leave a like or anything that says we're giving Bitcoin away. And there's a QR code. So anyway, got the camera out, did the QR code. It went to a website called teslaspacex.com. So it's all very legit kind of sounding, but there was nothing on the page except two buttons. One said Bitcoin and one said some other kind of cryptocurrency. And then there was a little chat thing down the bottom if you've got any questions. And I thought, this stinks to high heaven. So I clicked the Bitcoin button just to see what would happen. And it's going, congratulations. We're giving away 4,500 Bitcoin, and all you've got to do is you buy one and we give you two. I was thinking, oh, shit me. So I went straight onto YouTube and reported it. And 10 minutes later, they got back and said, brilliant, we've killed it. Thank you for that. Do you know how long it had been streaming at? Because all they did was run that video over and over, 19 hours straight. How many people must have been conned into thinking it was Elon Musk and it was all legit and bought Bitcoin and stuff before they got taken down? This was like on my recommended video feed. Oh
man, they could have had my videos up there.
19 hours though. I wish I'd recorded it. If I'd have known, I would have recorded it, and it would have made quite an interesting video. But they got taken down. Yeah. Wow, though. Actually, I wonder if it's in my library. I wonder if it's still there. Let me go and have a look. But it was 100% a con. 100%.
So we're not done with the Besame, because the man who asked for it, woo, coming in now. Hey,
the lion.
A lot of Spanish people on here, man. So we might as well go on and bring the man that I will be going into the lion's den. I told him that I will show up, and I put it on my calendar. I believe the date is the 17th. You'll see me on the lion's den. So let's bring in none other than Lion.
Woo. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? Señor Cowboy, te espero en el lion.
El puerco.
I remembered a lot of Spanish curse words when I was married to my kid's parents. That's Puerto Rican, but I didn't remember everything. So just mira, pérate, okay? Ya.
That's more than I know.
I had to send a super chat. I was like, no more shirtless pics. And
yeah. Hey, Rock, did you hear about my show yesterday?
Well, you went on about it enough before this show started, mate. So I do now.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I was like, no more of that. It's like, save that for Cowboy After Dark.
Cowboy After Dark.
I got another person coming in red hot right now. Is Ghost.
What's up?
What's going on? Listen, man, you're a legitimate Ghost. So can you tell the people who you are?
Yeah. If anybody who hasn't known me, I'm Spectre, Steady Bash Community Network, alongside with Cowboy, Vet, and also Ray.
Now, I got to ask you this. Now, I know my daughter, Lena, and you and her got to be real cool. She's like, yo, I talk to him all the time. Bro, where you been at? Where you been at?
Well, if I'm honest, it is a bunch of combination of like personal things going on. And I guess let's just say just a little bit of personal, like a lot of personal things. And
okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But you doing good?
A little bit right now. Just in the midst of I guess about to go down, but you know, just keep.
Well, listen, man. The world knows our history, and we, man, it's just listen. In the history of YouTube, you're gonna be etched in my. Like you and me, man, is like it's. I'm getting choked up because I haven't talked to you in, I don't know, man, 6 months, maybe. I don't even know. But and I've been burning down the SBC, man. Let's just say it for what it is. I turned it to public. You know me, the Cowboy was always getting in trouble. And you know, we almost a year ago, we decided, okay, let's change the format because let's not have people as scheduled programming, right? And so after that, you was doing your show, the clickbait show, and you did an exit. And I've been trying to do the thing, but I said, listen, you guys gotta let me know when you're streaming. Give me a link. People just didn't do it. And I was like, you know what? I got burnt out. I'll tweet when I feel like it. And little by little, I was like, And now, to be honest, we're kind of a former shell of what we used to be. And darn it, I'm blaming you because you're the boss. And I gotta blame you, or I'm blaming Rock. One of you.
I'll take it. I'm happy to take anybody's problems.
Fair enough.
I'll definitely take full responsibility for that one. I mean, granted, a lot.
Sometimes life gets in the way, guys, and it's just the way it works, isn't it?
Yep.
You know what? The thing is, unless this is paying all of your bills, this is a hobby, right? This is a hobby.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm a very social person, and I don't go out anymore. I'm kind of like Rock said, I just kind of chill. This feeds my social energy. I get to laugh, joke with you guys. I that's why I do it 4 days a week, because literally it fuels me. And the other 3 days, I spend a lot of time with my wife and my family, right? But but if this isn't paying your bills, so we do have to remember, like, hey, we do got lives, and when lives jump in the way or lives, whatever, you got to do what you got to do. So it's a lot of people who made an exit, and that's fine, because you gotta take care of your life. So But it's good to see you, man. And on top of that, some people might have missed your face reveal. So some people probably like, who the hell
Yes,
is that?
first time I've seen you. It's great to see
Thank you. So Rock's probably like, who is that? Who? This is Spectre, man.
Yeah, the original, absolutely. The original Basher.
Yeah, man.
Sure, yeah. I will say this though, I will be back eventually when I do get things in order. I do have a lot of things planned out. I did say before I made an announcement that I am going to be pursuing acting, hence why the face reveal.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, man, you know what? Whenever you come back, you know me and you gotta chop it up. We gotta do some type of crazy show, and it's gonna be epic. But since you was gone so long, this is Rock, by the way. You know, this guy name is Rock. Now he's like, I know who Rock is. Well, you don't know Lion.
I don't know.
Lion is a new guy on the scene. He's such a good guy that I'm gonna go on his show, slap people around, and turn that lion's den into a floor rug.
Hey.
Cowboy, you're gonna have to acknowledge me that day for sure.
Hey, listen.
Well, nice to meet you, Lion.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, Lion, man. This guy, man. I'll say this, man. Spectre, man, you helped me change a lot in my life as far as YouTube. You know, like,
yes, sir.
I remember when I was trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and you was like, bro, you're gonna do it on this like thing we were doing, right? Event. And I was like, no. He was like, you're gonna do it, and it happened. I was like, man, he was like the visionary. And I just remember you inboxing me and like, hey, I want to do this thing. And you know, we tell the crackhead story. I was like, who is this crackhead inboxing? And it just was his golden between you and I, and what we did together with Ray and Vet. It's just amazing, man. We gave a lot of opportunities to a lot of people, and some people did some amazing things from what we put together, and I'll never forget that. You know?
And seeing everything from the rise to the height of it to what it eventually ended up with, honestly, it was a great journey. I loved it.
And listen, hold on, let me pull up the channel. The channel's still there, you know. So let me pull up the channel real quick for the people that's like, what are they talking about? The people that's going to watch this back.
I think it's time to kickstart it again. I really do. There's so many new creators now in the community. I think it needs to be reborn, because you know one of the great things that it did was all those disparate people. And I mean disparate, not desperate, you know, all off doing their individual things. But when they were up against, you know, some of the big guys, they disappeared, right? But the great thing about the Bash is that it gave everybody a voice. Everybody had an equal chance, and they all got cross-promoted. So a lot of people that are bigger today got their start because of what you guys did with the Bash Network. And now there's a bunch of new guys that are in that same place. So, you know, it's almost like an academy, isn't it? So those guys have moved on. Now it's time to take the new generation and give them the same voice. You guys, seriously, I think you guys should get together when you've sorted stuff out. I mean, I take it, Ghost. It's not always life has to come first. But, you know, when you're sorted, man, I think you guys, you know, the dynamic duo, you should pull it back.
Yeah, well, here's the channel, guys. So you still got the channel is there, and we still, you know, but you could see Spectre, my channel, SPG, Ray, you know, these faces and people you've heard of, you've seen, you probably still watch today. This is what we put together, and we just gave a lot of people the opportunity to showcase what they do. But what we used to do was have a schedule, and people did certain times. But these are a bunch of events. I mean, it goes on, you know, guys. We put together a Gaming Black History Month event 2 years in a row, a Women's Gaming History Month event 2 years in a row. You name it, we put together some amazing stuff, and so I mean, we definitely should do something.
I would 100% be back involved with it, and on top of that, I think a load of people get it now. I think back then people were just there was some people, and to a degree, myself included, that were a bit cynical. I'm thinking, oh yeah, but you know, is this really as altruistic as it seems? Well, now that I know you all this time later, I know that was always your intention, that you never had any other intention than that, you know. And I've apologized to you in the past about that, and I, you know, and I would be 100% behind it if you guys got to do this again.
I appreciate that, Rock, because you're definitely someone that everybody looks up to, and anything
That's because
you
I'm
do,
tall, mate. I can't help it.
well, but, everything you do, man, it's a pleasure working with you. Just being involved. I love just being in the chat when you're doing stuff, and so that does
Bless
mean
you.
a lot.
Bless you.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I never got a chance to say this personally. Like, I really thank you, Rock, for offering the website. When you at the time for the SPCN, that was just amazing. Granted, I was too busy at that time, but I always wanted to say I'm always thankful for that.
Yeah, I mean, so I just think it really set off the community to a really good place, and there's lots out there that are your legacy. They're your children. They've gone off to bigger and better things because you guys gave them a voice. People like Lukey Six, who's doing his own thing now, and I mean, there's a whole ton of guys out there that really started with what you were doing, from that base. No, I think it's time has come again as soon as you can.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. I always loved the feeling of just seeing, even when I was gone, I check up on everybody, especially Cowboy.
You can't miss
He's
him.
always got my back. Yep, you can't. You can never count. But yeah, I am proud of seeing everybody as far as how they've gotten to where they are now. We've always said it from the beginning that it was always a platform stepping stone.
Yep.
And
that's the thing. You know what's crazy? If you look at that channel, you don't even have any idea how many views. We did that because we didn't want it to be about the channel. We both agreed there will never be content made from that channel. It will only be other people content because it's only to serve as a platform for people to be found, And so it's one-stop shop where you stumbled on it, you could be like, oh, wow, who is this? And then you click on their link and it takes you to their channel. And that was always the thing. It was never about us, It was just about what we could help do for people. So I'm glad.
I honestly, I think it was an idea, ahead of its time. And I think its time has come now. And there are people in the community that will get 100% behind you in all sorts of different ways that you wouldn't have had the advantage of back then, to be honest. So, I genuinely, I personally would love to see it come back. And I would really love to make amends and be part of it as well. Second time around.
Definitely. I think we would have to discuss, I know we started off with schedules and it was great. It was like a network. That was the whole thing. And thanks to Vet, man, it was Vet's ideal. He came to us with it and we talked about it. We said, that's a great idea. Let's do it. Right. And so to have 5 o'clock rock is on and this time, right, was great. Yeah. But then after a time, people was like, well, I want more time. And then people felt, well, if that person's going when I'm going, then how are we, somebody gonna watch him and not watch me? And it started to get to like, oh man, I get it. But so we were so stern about you only get an hour, right? And some people's like, well, then I'm leaving because I want more than an hour. And so then we figured, okay, we ran it for a whole year. Now let's not have a strict hour, right? So it would be interesting to figure out what do we do, because that would still come up for some people, feeling like, oh, I'm not you. Somebody's getting more views than me, right? But it was really just to serve to, hey, we're putting a platform where people will see you, and then it's up to you to kind of, do your thing. And because even now, right, Rock goes live, these 12 people watching, it's going to be 6, and it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Because you can to put your content out and allow people to see you for what you are. And it's their choice if they want to watch you or not. We shouldn't be the gatekeepers, but I do get it. Hey, if we got a platform and we're supposed to be helping each other, why are 2 people going at the same time? So that's why we were so strict with 1 hour. But then I get it. Right. People are like, oh, I need more time. And, so that would be something to have to figure out. Because that's, but, down the road. Whoo, this got heavy, man.
Yeah. Sanchez wants to know if I do AMS. Mate, I'll do anything for money.
You're about to get another super chat in a minute then.
Yeah, right? Listen, I can't force it, or you can't. Hey, super chat Rock on his channel.
No, I give it away. Have you seen how much fried shrimp the man eats? He's the one that needs the money. Whoa.
I love it, man. You know me, man. I'm like, Rock watches. Listen, when I go somewhere and if it's nothing new that grabs me, my go-to is fried
Straight
shrimp.
for the shrimp and the coleslaw.
Yeah, and Rock, I ate so much coleslaw on that trip, Rock. I ordered coleslaw almost every place that had it. I ordered coleslaw.
Do you know the thing is, though, Anne, I've been on a diet for a couple of months, and I'm a really strict one, and I've held to it. And watching you eat all that stuff, I was just dribbling. I was just like, "Oh, you nasty!"
But right, coleslaw isn't bad for you, right? Coleslaw isn't
Sorry?
bad, right?
Coleslaw's
not. Coleslaw isn't bad for you. Right?
Yeah, but no. It depends what it's the sauce, isn't it? So if it's got sugar in, then I can't touch it. If it's got any kind of carbs in, so I mean, any of the batter that you had on your fried shrimp, for example, can't have that. Yeah. So no rice, no potatoes, no wheat, literally no carbs and no sugar.
What diet are you doing?
Well, it's keto plus plus intermittent fasting. I've been losing about 0.5 pound a day. So it's been dropping off, and
that's a pretty. I never did keto, but you know me, I did intermittent fasting. I swear by it. I loved it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I did it actually.
It's like a detox anyway.
Oh man, I did it a few months ago. My stomach was getting a lot bigger in 2022, right? And I did it a few months ago. No, listen, Rock, I'm telling you.
You're like my wife. She's 7 stone. Look how big I'm getting. Oh, please.
about 3 months ago, I did it for a couple months. And I kind of did a hybrid approach, right? I did it in the beginning of the day. And then at the end of the day, I wasn't as strict, right? And it still helped me out. But don't listen to me, guys. If you're going to do it strict. Do the 8 to 16, right? Meaning do 8 hours of an eating window and then 16 hours of you can't.
Yeah, I do it 18, 19 hours, but it's exactly the same principle. Yeah.
And I always say this, please give it a good 3 months. Don't do it for 2 weeks and say it didn't work. Do it for 3. Be strict. A strict 3 months. And I believe you will see a difference.
It sorts out your liver. It sorts out your kidneys. It's just a detox. And if you're a diabetic, it's a great diet for people that are diabetic. Because if you cut the sugar and you cut the carbs, it's amazing. The body gets a chance to heal itself. And it will do. It'll happily take over if you let it. It's just in the world we live in today, it's fast life, fast food. It's whatever's in the cupboard, whatever's in the freezer. You grab it, and invariably, it's not the best for us. And it's not how we would eat. When we were, 400 or 500 years ago, you would eat what the land provided. Seasonal vegetables, whatever meat, whatever roamed in the vicinity you were in. And some days you wouldn't eat at all because you run out of the meat that you caught 3 days ago. And you're still hunting for it. And that's how our bodies work. And then we got into this thing of having a set breakfast and a set lunch and a set dinner. And we were never designed for that kind of, our bodies were never designed for that constant feeding. It is literally about, okay, I've hunted, I've got a rabbit today. And we'll eat, and by the way, rabbit is great. It's the leanest meat you can eat. It's actually quite tasty as well. So I'm eating the rabbit today. And then for 2 days, I couldn't find a rabbit. But the body's like, I'm okay with that. As long as you keep giving me liquid, I'm going to be all right. You're going to be okay.
Like even on my trip, you see how much we ate. And I would be like, man, I'm not even hungry. But we were just going to eat because we was bored, right? And so I'm big on portion control, Rock. That's my thing now. I don't like to overeat, man. I don't like to when I like, and then also I don't drink. I don't ever drink until I'm finished eating. So I get full and and then when I drink, I'm like so done. Sometimes I can't even finish my drink, right? Because I have my meal and then I get my drink. But I notice that's just my thing. But now I never did keto, which I think I like intermittent fasting because I could still kind of eat stuff that probably isn't good for you. But again, I only have an 8-hour eating window, but keto and combination is crazy. Look what Josh said. He said, way to go, Rock. He said, I love, I did the steak and eggs keto with intermittent fasting, and I lost 20 pounds in a month and maintained his muscle mass.
Yeah, you do. All of that's because you create these things called ketones. I mean, Primo's in the chat. He knows far more about this than I do. Yeah, but when you eat,
because he said you need to stop falling for peer pressure and stick.
I know. But he did it for a long time. He knows the science. But when you eat carbohydrates, they convert to glucose, and then that's an instant energy kick. But if you don't need it, it gets stored as fat. And when you don't have those in your system and the body's used up all the glucose, it creates these ketones, and the brain loves them. It gives you such a high. It was discovered amongst athletes, and they found that if actually they went on a keto diet and it gave them so much more energy, and they were winning races. And it works, it genuinely works. I mean, I've done IF for 5, 6, maybe 8 years, but not over. Whenever I've needed to. So I needed to lose 2 or 3 stone. I'm 30 odd pounds. I needed to do it. And when we went on vacation a couple of months ago, the whole time, I didn't want to go on the beach. I didn't go to the water park with the kids, and I had pains all the time in my liver. I knew something was wrong, and I needed to sort myself out. And I have had in the past a thing called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So it's the equivalent of what your liver gets if you're an alcoholic. But in my case, as you know, I don't drink, and it's the way that fat is toxic. There are certain things that are toxic to your body, and you've got to recognize it. If your body's saying to you, this is hurting, if you're getting pain from your body, something has to change. And invariably it's your lifestyle. So I just think to myself, I want to be around for my grandkids. I don't want to have a short life and say when I'm 70 on my deathbed, yeah, but at least I had some fantastic McDonald's. That's the last thing I want. Give me another 20 years. So yeah, it's sensible. That's all it is.
Now, Rock, explain to people what involves with keto, what you can or can eat.
Before that,
okay.
I sorry, I hate to interrupt, but I do have to go, guys.
Okay.
Great to see you again, my friend.
It's great to see you again. I hope that you need to chop it up sometime, Cowboy.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I definitely owe you an update. But yeah, wish me luck, guys. I am weight training right now because I'm getting ready for a fitness competition.
There you go. Wow.
Yeah.
Show us your pecs.
Yeah, you said you're getting ready for what?
That was yesterday's show.
I'm getting ready for a fitness competition.
Awesome. That's great, man. Yeah, yesterday's show, we were showing pictures of. Yesterday's show was crazy. It was a bunch of guys showing, photos of us with our shirts off, and we was and Doc Dark was like, show this picture, and everybody was sharing their photos. It was a crazy show yesterday.
You bunch of alphas, you.
I'm not quite ready there yet. I mean, the only thing I'm comfortable with is showing biceps, but that's it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, good. Well done. Good on you, my friend. That's an awesome objective.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you, man.
All right, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna call you. Oh, actually, I was planning to call you after I get out of the gym today.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's great to see everybody. Nice to meet you, Lion. I don't know.
Nice meeting you, guys.
And Rock, nice to meet you finally.
And you, buddy. Yeah, great to see you. Great to see you. You take care, my friend.
You guys too. We'll be in touch at some point. Just kind of catch up.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Guys, give it up to Spectre, man.
Woo.
All right.
Man.
See you guys later.
Later. Guys, bring tears to my eyes.
Good guy. Yeah, I know. And it's awful to hear. It's awful to hear he's been through some stuff as well. I hope he gets sorted and moves on. Yeah.
So, Rock, about the keto, break down if anybody watched this back, because I'm not that knowledgeable about keto. I don't know the do's and don'ts.
Yeah. So essentially, as I've said, you have to drop all the carbs. Now, I mean, depending how you're going to do it.
So
I watched
20 grams per day, I think, right?
Yeah, I did a lot. I watched a ton of videos, and they all said, Lionel, as you just said, ease yourself into it. You can still maintain a certain level. I wanted to lose the weight quickly. I'm suicidal like that. So I just said, no, boom, that's it. And from that point on, I have coconut milk with my coffee. And you can have MCT, you can have the coconut oil. So I actually have a powdered coconut milk which I use for my coffee, so it doesn't go off over time. No sugars at all. So obviously no rice. I did buy some substitute stuff. You can buy, it's like a Japanese plant, like a root of this Japanese plant that they make kind of a rice substitute and noodles, but it was hideous. I mean, you open the bag and it smelled like fish, and I thought, no, that's not going in my stomach.
Oh wow!
You have to rinse it. You have to rinse it.
Oh yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
It got
If you
rinsed, but
rinse it and then you
it
put it
still stunk.
It's not that bad once you put some sauces into it.
Well, do you know what we did in the end line? This is my wife, bless her. She's an amazing cook, and she looks after me. We just chopped up cauliflower and made a kind of rice out of that, and it gives you a bit of wind. You get a bit of gas from it, but it kind of it works really well. And like you said, if you put the sauce, if you put some make up some nice sauce, maybe some balsamic vinegar, some olive oil, that kind of stuff's cool. Lots of veg, lots of meat. And if I'm feeling peckish, I'll grab a few cashew nuts or maybe even a small chunk of cheese, because the fats are okay on this. It's really the stuff that converts to sugar that's a problem.
I've done it before. I did keto years ago. That was like 240 pounds at the time. Went down to like 160 pounds, the smallest I ever been.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I recently just gained weight because I went through some health issues the last couple of years. I had to take some steroids and stuff. But I'm trying to get back into doing keto, but it's so much harder to do it again. Like it's hard to stick with it. Like I'll do it for a week or two, and then I'll lose it. So
did you do the fasting as well? Then, Lion,
I never successfully been able to do fasting. I'll do it for like 2 days, and then I'll lose my schedule.
Yeah,
like it's just.
I would always tell people. So years ago when I first heard of intermittent fasting, I seen Terry Crews. You know Terry Crews, man, this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I heard him say a story. I mean, this is probably 10 years ago, right? And he said, "Yeah, I look better than I looked when I was younger. I do this thing called intermittent fasting." I was like, "What is that? I never heard of it." And once he said, "Yeah, he does. You break your fast. That just pretty much means the time you start eating, right?"
Yeah, it's what breakfast is. Break fast. Yeah,
so
that's what I mean.
Right. So he explained that he doesn't do breakfast. At the time, I loved breakfast. Yeah. So, hell no. So, but I was intrigued. But at the time, I always ate breakfast. So then some years went by, maybe 4 years went by. And I noticed over time, I was like, man, I don't eat till like lunch. And I said, I want to try it. So I will say for people, if you love breakfast, it will be hard. It will be hard because you're used to waking up and eating something before you get your day started. And that will be hard because that is a habit that first of all, before you even try it, you're going to have to do something before you start it, which is breaking a habit, right? And it's one to break that habit and break eating bad, right? And have a limitation on how much you could eat or the time frame you could eat. So that's hard, if you're into breakfast, I always
dinner is what kills me with fasting, because my schedule, sometimes I work extra time, I'll work overtime, and I'll finish like at 8 o'clock. So I'm already past the 8-hour time frame. So like I try to always stick to 11 a.m. to like 7 p.m. and see if I can make it in that time frame, but it's never really worked out.
See, I'm really lucky, Lion, because I work since COVID. My business, we've all worked from home, so I can work my schedule. I'm not. I've never really been into alcohol, and I haven't drunk for a long time, so that's not a problem. And I've never really been a foodie either. I'm the cheapest date you'll ever take out because I'm just not going to buy anything on that menu. So food's not a thing for me. And people have always laughed my whole adult life that I'm the first one to finish the meal, and it's like because I just want to get rid of it. I just don't enjoy it. So it's easier. It's easier for me. So I don't do breakfast. I have a coffee for breakfast, and then I have a small lunch. My lunch today was a couple of chicken slices and a tomato, and I mean tiny, like the thin slices you put in a sandwich, and then a tomato and a bit of balsamic vinegar. A small bowlful. That was it. And then another coffee, and then I'm for my dinner. The wife made me an omelette with a salad. And that's it. And that's all I've eaten today. I bet you I'm not knocking back more than 600 calories a day out of the 2,500 that a man of 6'2.5" should be eating.
And Rock, I seen you. You went like this, and then you flexed real quick. I seen what you did. You had to scratch your head, and I think the little
mate, I used to work out.
Sorry
I
to
used to
interrupt.
work out, and I used to go down the gym some time ago.
Yeah, I seen
Sorry
it.
to
It's
interrupt.
all
I had to
muscle
dip out.
memory, bro. You got to bounce out?
I had to go. I forgot I have a meeting. I'm late.
Oh,
Oh
bless.
man, listen,
No
Lion, thanks for
worries.
coming in. 17,
Yeah, great to meet you,
man.
my friend. Great to meet you.
Pleasure meeting both.
Yeah, man.
Take care.
You take care, buddy.
Well, here's the thing, Rock. When one goes, another comes in.
You
Because
got
we're
him
bringing
queued up.
in another Latin lover, none other than the Hawaiian chief
Woo!
himself, the head of the table, my guy, your guy, Primo.
Yeah,
I heard we were flexing, so we're turning.
Yeah, and he's got his Stadia top on as well, his wasabi top. There you go. Look at this.
Nice. You missed those young, handsome pictures of Primo yesterday.
Oh no, he's a good looking dude now. I can only imagine what he looked like.
Yeah, right.
I picked him. I was being choosy yesterday, so that's.
I know you was holding back.
Yeah,
I know.
He's
still packing.
I wanted to jump in. I don't have too much long. I gotta go pick up my daughter soon. But
go ahead, brother.
I wanted to jump in on this keto stuff because that's how my channel started. So I was big on keto.
Yeah, I was saying you know all this stuff.
Yeah, well, Rock knows that. So the tricky part, because I gained weight during the pandemic too, and so if this is my assumptions right here of why it's harder for some people than for others. It's if you're very sociable, if you're somebody that always has people, you're always hosting people at home, or you're going to parties, or you have birthday parties. Once you have kids, it's a lot harder because you got to keep them in mind. You got to keep in mind the fact that you're going to birthday parties and get-togethers, social, all that stuff, right? So that makes it a lot harder, especially once you kind of burn out on explaining what keto is. So the thing with me now, the reason that it's kind of hard for me to maintain it, which it works 100%. It works, and it could be easy or it could be hard. It's really up to you or the damage that your metabolism has gone throughout the years. The older you are, more likely you're more damaged because of the years of abuse, junk food, chips, sodas, all that stuff. It kind of adds up. So that's why when you see a lot of the 16, 17-year-old skinny kids that can just basically, they have energies for days, they can eat whatever they want, they don't gain weight. That's because the metabolism's still pumping, you know what I mean? It's still going full throttle. So the older you get, those same people, they start getting wider and wider faces, so somebody like Cowboy is a good example of genetics.
Yes.
And I know he goes to the gym, I know he works out, but you also
have
have
been to the gym in probably 3 months.
Right. So genetics helps you a lot. So somebody like me, a lot of people in my family are overweight, and we got overweight when we came to the US because of the food, the culture, you're poor, you got different kind of food that you can afford. So all that kind of stacks up, you know what I mean? My younger brothers and sisters, by the time my mom was pregnant with them, she was diabetic. And so that right off the bat, that means as a baby, you're already going to struggle with weight because the health problems of the mom kind of carry over. So it's a lot harder for my little brothers and sisters' body to maintain and regulate sugar levels, because as a baby, that's so, when you have too much sugar in your system for so long, it's a lot harder for your body to kind of keep up, right? And so anyways, all that to say that it could be real simple. Just get rid of the stuff that's obviously, because what makes you fat. Bread, pasta, sugar, rice, anything that's processed and it rarely goes bad, that's going to get you. So if you just get rid of that, that'll heal your metabolism up to a certain point. You see what I'm saying? And so you are what you eat. So right now, with my diet, with what I eat, I sit at about 265. Even if I go to even if I work out a little bit, if I don't change my diet, I might drop, I might go up, but I'm gonna sit at 265. You see what I'm saying? But once I get rid of we don't
work in pounds.
Once I get rid of all 265 is about 120 kilos, something like that. No, 130.
I do stone. 265 is about 18, just under 19 stone.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, so 14 pounds in a stone.
Oh wow!
So when you hear me talking about I've lost a couple of stone, it means 24 pounds.
That's an actual measurement.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. So, but if I drop those obvious things, bread, pasta, all those things, then I'll sit around 230. Now, if I want to, and then you plateau, right? Because your body's still getting sugar. It still has to be able to regulate that. It's not as damaging as eating straight up bread and pasta, but it's still causing some damage because it's really not natural food, Like I just mentioned in chat that sugar, like sugar as we know it now, like breads and like cakes and ice cream and all that, it's really only about 150 years old. Like cereal, breakfast cereals, it's only about 40 years old, 40, no, from the 1960s, whatever that is, or 1940s, I'm sorry. And so it's really not that old. It's only a few generations where we kind of damaged our way of eating. Right. So you could easily reverse that. So one thing, like if keto sounds too complicated for you, if it's just too much because you feel like you have to do a lot of research, which you don't, you just get, just stay away from the obvious stuff. But if that sounds too complicated, this is the easy rule. Okay. You either eat it raw or you cook it yourself. That's the easiest rule. You can lose weight from that alone. Because if you want to eat a burger, you got to bake the bread, right? You know what I mean? So you can eat it, but you got to bake it. How often are you going to bake bread? But if you can go to the store and buy it, right, it's a lot easier. So if you can do that, that'll work for everybody. And I haven't been able to do that because I'm just.
Hold on, say it again. If you,
so this is the easiest way.
Or cook it yourself.
Easiest rule for diet: eat it raw or cook it yourself. Right? Okay. So you can eat whatever you want as long as it's raw or you cook it yourself. Because when you think about it, what can you eat raw? Well, you can eat fish. That's healthy, right? Sushi, right? You can eat fruits and vegetables. See, if you get an apple juice, see, people don't realize this. If you eat an apple, it'll probably fill you up, maybe 2 apples. If you drink a small bottle of juice, that's like 4 or 5 apples equivalents of fructose. And that's why I mentioned earlier that the kids are getting like the fatty liver disease, because that's straight up fructose. Your liver processes fructose, which is also what processes alcohol. That's another reason why on keto, you're not really supposed to drink alcohol, because you're overloading your liver, and people die from liver disease if you alcohol.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to complicate anything and you want to eat whatever you want, either eat it raw or cook it yourself. That's the easiest thing. And you're gonna find out that that keto is easier than that. Because for keto, if you're feeling lazy, you can get a bunless burger. You know what I mean? You can eat, just think about this, man. You can eat
eat the meat.
Yeah, you can eat steak with butter and mushrooms. Yeah. And that's keto friendly, and that's healthier than a bowl of cereal. That's crazy. The way we're taught to think now about the nutrition, a steak with butter and mushrooms, which sounds delicious to me, is way healthier than a bowl of cereal. But the bowl of cereal is way more convenient. Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You can simplify it.
Yeah, and I don't know many 55-year-olds that look like me.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, and I'm not just saying that. People of my age that I know, they're overweight, they're bald, and they're not going back from there. They're heading that's them for life, set for life. And I'm just determined that I was, I don't have any grey hair. I don't know anybody at my age who doesn't have grey hair.
Yeah. I got grey hair, man. I don't even have hair, Rock. This is jealousy, man.
I'm sure you got it if you let it go. But it's
it won't be much.
Yeah, but that could be testosterone. That can simply be testosterone. I mean, that's Rock, why you're muscly.
Listen, Rock, when the COVID started, I said, I'm just in the house. I'm going to let my hair grow. Actually, I was making a video. My wife said, you better never do that again. Because it came to certain spots. Certain spots, Primo, I wasn't like you. I ain't get lucky.
No, wait. If I let it grow, I get an afro from the sides, but it's the front. So it's before it used to be a nice, pretty afro. Now, now I look like a clown. It goes out like this, but smooth in the front.
At least you keep it low, right? I would love to keep it low like you and just get a shape up.
Oh yeah,
You'd be like, whoa.
Well, I keep it low
Yeah,
because otherwise you could tell it's getting thinner
I'd
on
love
the
to see that. I'd love
I
to
do want
see
to
that.
mention that some stuff you can backtrack. You know what I mean? Yeah, gray hairs. Look at Obama, man. He's not going to go back to black flourishing hair from that stress that he went through. But there's some things that you can reverse. So health issues can be reversible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A weight gain can be. I
Diabetes
mean,
for sure.
you know what I mean? So, but now how far you can go back really depends on how much damage. So, somebody like if you think of somebody who's 400 pounds, if they go back to a healthy weight, it's going to be really hard to get that skin under control. You see what I'm saying? So, that's kind of like you pushing the extreme. Somebody like me, like my body type, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say a friend of mine. He was really heavy. He was over 400. You've probably seen him a couple of videos because he's a DJ and I'm the MC. Right? We did a bunch of weddings together, and he got the surgery and the gastric bypass surgery. And man, he had diabetes, and they said he no longer has diabetes. I was like, that's a thing, but he has a lot of skin, so he has to do the corset. The corset, I think that's what they call it. The to get rid of the excess skin.
Elastic, yeah.
Yeah, so type 1 diabetes is kind of hard to come back from because that means either your pancreas never worked or it broke somehow and it's unfixable. That's type 1. Like you have to take insulin
more genetic,
external. Yeah, it's more genetic than anything. Type 2 you can reverse because type 2 means that at some point your body was unable to generate enough insulin, or it was resistant enough to insulin that it can't push that sugar out of your system fast enough. So therefore, the pancreas has to produce more and more and more. And at some point, it's almost like drug addicts. You know what I mean? Once you get that first kick, you're never gonna get that first kick again. I've never done drugs, so I'm just gonna assume here.
Me neither. I've never had a cigarette, to be fair, in my entire life.
You know what I mean? So if eventually they start chasing that next high, well, your body is doing the same thing. It drops a bunch of insulin and it gets rid of all that sugar. So sugar will kill you. I mean, that's what that is. It's in your system. That's why your body burns through it quickly. So people say a metaphor is sugar is like jet fuel, and fats like diesel. So one's long burning, it's a little bit more efficient. You know what I mean? It doesn't, right? But jet fuel is strong. It can blow up on you. You see what I'm saying? So
So
when
Mr. Urban World brought this up, and I just want to pick you guys' brain. What's your thoughts on this? He said, my biggest fear is Alzheimer's dementia. My grandma had it, so I may have the gene.
It's actually not a gene. So they're doing some research. Actually, thank you for bringing it up. They're doing research. They think it's diabetes type 3. They think so. They've been looking at the growth. I mentioned earlier on chat that sugar's 150 years old, but now the average person eats pounds and pounds, tens of pounds, almost 50 pounds. The average person. So that means there's people that are eating hundreds of pounds of sugar per year. Right. And because they looked at the Alzheimer's, I can't say it right, Alzheimer's rate, and they look at the sugar increase in diets, and they correlate, and they see that it's because, as Rock mentioned earlier, your brain is supposed to run on some glucose, sugar, but mostly ketones. And then I don't want to make this too long, but so it was almost like it happened for me at the exact same time. So I think I was fasting, or I was doing something with my diet. And then at the same time I started reading some books. I think one of them, which I always used to recommend, and I haven't said the name in a while, so I forget, but something about, it's a sugar book, talks about how sugar damages you, whatever. I can't think of it. Why We Get Fat and What to Do About It. That's the name of the book. So I was doing some personal, trying to improve personal improvement, whatever the self-improvement. And I was reading How You Get Fat and What to Do About It. And around the same time, and then at the same time, I was doing that, either eat it raw or cook it yourself. I was doing that. That was a diet that I got into. And then I was listening to an audiobook of that. And then around the exact same moment when I found out about keto, it's almost like to the day, I got like this jolt of energy. I remember I was shooting a wedding, and then I just felt like running marathons. So normally I kind of walk forward a little bit, take a couple of shots, go back. And some of these theaters or big cathedrals are hot and they're dark. You walk back and you kind of always sweat. You always kind of feel the weight of your gear and everything. And that day I was running from the front of the theater to the back of the, not theater, sorry, the chapel. And I was taking pictures and I had all this energy. And on the way home, the why we get fat and what to do about it talks about cutting sugar and getting ketones and getting into ketosis. So ketosis is when your body is running on ketones and your brain is running on ketones, and then you get this clarity and this burst of energy. So I guarantee anybody in chat, I promise you, right? And it's all depending on what body types you have. If you're thinner, you most likely have less.
Right. Metamorph, ectomorph, yeah.
But I promise you, if you cut sugar, all sugar, 100% sugar for a month, normally 2 weeks, but let's say a month, guarantee for a month, you're gonna get some type of euphoric feeling when your brain starts running on ketones. It's a drug, man.
Well,
and
so
go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's crazy? I used to always nap, right? My old job, I would go on my lunch break and I would just lay in my car. I took a nap. That's what I did. And when I started fasting, I would be on my lunch break just wide awake. Even now, I'd never take, like, it stuck with me. I don't take naps anymore. I used to nap all the time, and I like killed that, whatever it was, when I started fasting. And I fast for a whole year. I fast for 1 whole year, and I stopped doing it. And but it's like I kept, like, I still never get hungry until around 12. Like, I don't know. A lot of it became a lifestyle and not fasting anymore. And then when I stopped mentally doing it, it just stuck with me. Like, I take a long time to get hungry. I get full really fast. I don't know. It's some good benefits I got out of it.
Those are all benefits of low carb, right? Rock. I think Rock. So what I've experienced with my wife, because it's hard to do it by yourself. So thankfully, when I went full on, my wife I was cooking, so it was it was easier for my wife to let me cook, and then we eat together the same food or whatever. So I can tell you what that is. You give a kid sugar, what happens? They're and then straight up crash, right? Energy drinks do the same thing. Your body has to get rid of that sugar. It has to, for medical reasons, it has to get rid of that sugar either by burning through it or by pissing it out. So in fact, that's how they discovered diabetes. Some Lord King, whatever, was getting sick, was getting fat, and the doctor discovered that flies would gather around their pee, and had the nurse taste it, and it was sweet. And so they find out that when your body has too much sugar, that's why that's another reason you hold water, and inflammation causes heart attacks and all that, because your body has to hold water to dilute that sugar, right? So it's kind of like cause and effect kind of thing, right? And so when there's too much sugar in your system, eventually you just piss it. You just gotta come out. And so but most people with the good metabolism, they just burn through it. So what's happening was you were eating breakfast, right? You would get that sugar into your system, and a couple of 30 minutes to 2 hours is about the average of carbs going through your body. You wouldn't have any more because your body's running on sugar, and it ran out of sugar, glucose. Then your body just has to conserve energy, so you need that nap. But when you're running on ketones, again, it's long lasting like diesel, right? So you eat a steak and you're going to be full for a little while, and your body because it doesn't have to get rid of the fat, because you can store fat. It doesn't have to get rid of fat. Then it's a long lasting energy, and you don't feel after you process the food, you don't feel like another intake. I can eat plate lunches, or in Hawaii, I don't know, Rock, did you eat plate lunches when you were here?
No.
You know what plate lunches? You probably did, but what it is it's a carry out container, and it has 2 scoops of rice, some mac salad, and then some kind of a meat. A lot of times it's Hawaiian food or Korean, Japanese food.
Nice.
So it's huge plates for like $10. Hawaii's famous for that. Loco moco or stuff like that. I can eat one of those, right, and be hungry 2 hours later. But when you think about it, like, what? How can I be hungry when I have all this energy? And I just ate all that food, and 2 hours later, because the body got rid of all of that, they either stored it so what happens? So sugar, you can burn it, right? You can piss it, or you store it as fat. It converts to fat, and that's how fat people get fat, right? And so that's how the body gets rid of it. So when you don't have it, when it runs it out, then you're craving more because it doesn't know how to use fat for energy, because today's society is just running on sugar.
You know, it's funny. Ignorance helped me with a lot of stuff, right? Well, I broke stuff down like in a simplistic way, right? So I got married at the age of 18, right? To my 3 older kids, I married their mom at 18 years old, right? She was 16. So how crazy is that, right? And so I took life really serious because I was a young husband, right, at 18. And I got married my 11th grade summer. So I went back to high school as a senior with a wife, right? So I was no nonsense. It was the best year of school I ever did, right? I graduated, I got an apartment. And so my friends, you know, we're out of high school, everybody's drinking. I couldn't do that because I had a wife, right? So I got a little bit older and my friends would come over, right? And I pretty much went to work and home. And I would ask them like, yo, what is it like drinking, right? And the way they explained it to me was because I felt it was no nonsense. I don't have time for that because historically growing up, you felt like that was a negative thing, right? And I'm not old enough. And my mom was really strict. My family's from Jamaica. So my mom came to the United States and the last thing she gonna do is come to the United States and be embarrassed by her kids. So my mom was strict. So I was older than my friends. I had to be on the porch by the street light, whatever. So if my mom imagine she smelled cigarette smoke on me. All right. So I didn't do anything as a kid, right? So when I became an adult, I got married early, so I didn't do anything either because I felt I don't want to ruin what I have. So my friends, they would go clubbing and all that stuff, and I never did. And they would say, I would say, what is alcohol like, right? And they would say, oh, man. And this is how simplistic it was. Oh, man, we take it so we could talk to girls and we could get hyped up and dance. I'm like, I talk to girls and I have a problem talking to girls and I love dancing. So it was that simple. And I never drank because I thought the way they explained it, I was like, oh, I don't need it then because I could do that. They was like, oh, I guess not. And so then when I started partying and stuff, people were like, oh, you want to drink? I was like, no, I'm already dancing. I'm already talking to girls. And so I literally just didn't because I didn't think I need to. Then when I realized, oh, it's more of a social thing, I was like, all right, well, I never did it. I just never smoked because my mom, that fear of my mom, right? So I never had an energy drink. This is how simple my mind is. People's like, oh, I needed to wake up. I feel like there's a switch that I hit. And I'm like, what? I'm used to staying up late from playing video games. I'm used to staying up late from going clubbing. And I would have to be at work like 8 in the morning. I run off very little sleep. And it's just, I don't know. I've always had this, like, I could be tired and you say, all right, it's time to go. All right, let's do it. Right. So I never took things because I felt for whatever reason my mind said I didn't need to. This is how simple it was for me. Now I don't know what an energy drink tastes like because I just felt like I got all this energy. What do you mean?
They don't taste good. They don't taste good. Don't try them.
Oh, you said they don't?
No, yeah, I tried one and they taste like medicine to me. But
oh wow,
you like Dr. Pepper and I don't like Dr. Pepper.
You would figure it would. I would just assume to give you this chemicals to give you to make your body like we hear 5 hours. When I hear like I wonder, is that real? Can you really take a little thing and it give you 5 hours of energy? That's like for me, I recharge, right? Give me I used to drive from Florida and New Jersey. That's 8 states, right? By myself often. Wow. I could pull over, take a 15-minute power nap, and it'd be good for another few hours, right? So I wonder, like, can a little bottle this big really give you 5 hours of energy? Because for me, I feel like I could recharge myself in, for a good couple hours. So it would have to have some crazy chemicals, and it can't taste good. I'm just assuming. I don't know. To be able to give you a kick, right?
It gives me like the little,
like the jitters,
tingly fingers kind of thing, and I didn't like that. I didn't like the taste. And then it's just I don't know. But it's funny. I use the exact same reason for why I don't drink. The ones like like people drink because they're sociable. They want to they want to break out of their shell or whatever. I'm like, I don't have a shit, man. I'm good.
Yeah, like this is. I'm telling you, this is me all day. My wife would tell y'all guys, like, listen, the camera go off. Besides him taking off the cowboy hat, that's him. Like this is just,
I've had people try to take my keys away from parties because they thought I was
like, I didn't even drink it.
No. I'm the guy that drives everybody.
That's
always
nominated.
Rock, we would go out and they would be like, "What does Anthony drink?" My wife would be like, "He don't even drink." They were like, "Well, he's on the dance." When we go to the club, I'm like, "Let's go." I don't even know nobody. I see you dancing. Let's go.
That's the thing. That's the same for me. I'm, what I'm like here and in my shows is what I'm like in real life. And I wind people up with my dad jokes, and I'm at it all the time. Right. And I just I don't need a stimulant to make me happier than I am. And also the other thing about drinking is, and I have drunk in the past, not much, but you feel crap the next day, and you think, what was that worth it for? And I get pain in my fingers as well. Like you were just mentioning there, I get pain if I drink wine. I get there's something in the makeup of wine. There's nothing about it that I find, and yet there are people and they're desperate for it. And I'm not just talking about people that have a drinking problem. There was a girl put a tweet out today, and it said, "What if somebody offered you $3 billion, but you were never to drink alcohol again? Would you take it?" I was thinking, what a stupid question.
That's free money.
What is the most stupid tweet I've seen for years? No, of course I would. I'd rather be able to drink.
I think it's more mental. People have an argument that it's there's like a disease to be addicted to certain things. I don't know if I agree with it. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. I'm not saying that that's wrong, but for me, the only time that I can understand somebody being addicted to drinking, right, is when I try to stop eating chips or stop trying to eat junk food or something like that, right, where there's a certain craving that doesn't go away, right, because I'm imagining that when they're not drinking, like if they're used to drinking and they try to quit cold turkey, there's got to be a craving because of that not the mechanism, but the muscle memory, the habits, right? It's kind of hard to break. That's why a lot of people find it hard to not eat breakfast, because they're so used to it. Not that they can't do it. They're so used to it.
Habitual.
Yes. So that's the only
you're
time
already trying to break.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the only time that I can kind of understand how somebody has trouble with it. Like when I watched the movie Denzel Washington, as a Flight. Yeah, I think it's Flight. Where he's a pilot and he gets drunk, he gets in trouble, so he goes to court for drinking while flying, and then right before his final court date, I don't want to ruin the movie, but he, it's hard for him to do it. So you can tell at the end of the movie, everybody's like, why would you do? You know what I mean? But there's certain times where I can be like, yeah, like watch, I'll prove it to you, right? I know that I should be losing weight, but I can't say no to these for whatever reason. I just can't.
You can. Take them now and throw them out in the put them out in the bin. Do it now.
Show the one in the green. I've never seen that before. What's the one in the green?
Yeah, what was that?
They're like Takis, but they're not as strong. The Takis one are way too strong.
Dynamite. Wow.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that is.
The Takis are too strong for me, so this one is
chili lemon. Wow,
dude, my stepdaughter loves Takis. We're like, yo, that's gonna burn your inside. That's all she eats. She loves it.
Yeah, Takis are too strong.
We don't have that over here.
Yeah, they're the ones from Mexico, and there's that we have a candy. I haven't eaten this one in a while, but I have some. So this one is a Mexican candy. It's a famous Mexican candy. It's like it looks like a mango. Hold on. Looks like a mango, but it's spicy.
It looks like a kidney.
Yeah. But it's a spicy mango. And so these guys got in trouble because they made the candy. It's a Mexican candy. They made it so spicy, it would burn certain kids' taste buds. So they had to rework. They're still around, so they didn't get canceled for it. But they had to rework the formula because it was a little too spicy. And it's just, I guess what happened was everybody in Mexico was so used to spicy food that when they imported the candy to the U.S., Americans weren't used to it, so it was a little bit too intense for them. But in Mexico, the spicy chips, like if that spicy chips that I just showed you, in Mexico, it would come with the hot sauce inside to make it more spicy. Yeah. Wow! So it's just how it is. And so when I tried not to buy those, when I'm at the store and I'm just going there for like a carbonate, like a sparkling water, it's hard, man. And I know I can just be like, just walk away, but that's the only time that I can kind of relate to somebody struggling with alcohol or drugs or smoking or any of that stuff. It's rough, man.
Yeah. No, I can't be doing that. I can't do spicy food anyway.
Yeah.
I cut it down. So my family, my mom, when she was in the United States, she came here at 16 years old. And so she moved back to Jamaica, married my dad, got pregnant with me. They separated. She moved to the United States with me in her stomach, had me in New York, moved to New Jersey, right? Wow. So I grew up and she adopted just a regular American, like black culture, right? She just cooked like fried chicken and stuff. And I grew up, right? And so I was maybe like 8, 9 years old and my grandma came to the United States. My mom never even used the accent. I didn't realize I was Jamaican, right? I don't know. My grandma moves to the United States. And my two uncles, they come over, right? And my two uncles, maybe 10 years older than me, maybe, right? And so my grandma bring these traditions. Now it's sawfish and ackee. It's goat, curry goat. It's curry goat. It's oxtail. That's what I was trying to think of. It's all this stuff, right? It's the fried dumplings. I'm like, what is this? And so I started to taste really, spicy stuff. My grandma used to go back to Jamaica and come back and bring these shrimp, and it was like red, and the pepper on it was like crazy. But I used to love it, right? So I grew up eating spicy food. So this is funny. When I was dating this girl in my early 20s, and she was white, right? And so her food was her mom would cook, and it was pretty bland, right? And I would put hot sauce on everything. But as I got older, I don't even put hot sauce. My taste buds changed where I'm not so into the spicy stuff. But the funny thing is I started dating my wife and she got into spicy stuff and she'll always get spicy stuff. I'm like, man, I'm just not that into it anymore, But I used to, I see what, Primo's saying. I used to, man, Rock, I was into spicy foods because my grandma, her stuff was so spicy, but not anymore, I can't remember the last time I put hot sauce on anything.
Yeah, I've had waves. I've had times where I didn't touch spicy food for years. Okay. Just because Hawaii is not known for spicy food. They do have like cultures that have spicy food. Like a good one would be chili water. I think it's like a chamorro thing. You guys know what chamorros are?
Yeah, the pepper, right? Yeah, everybody's doing the thing that people's
no. That's actually, it sounds like a trick question because that's similar. Chamorro are people from Guam, so there's certain culture that from Guam, chamorro. But I can't even say that one. But yeah, the other one, you think it chamoy. Chamoy is the red stuff you put on there.
Yeah, they put the pickles. Yeah.
So chamorros from Guam, people from Guam, they have like some spicy food because they were. I don't know if they have their connection to Spanish, the European Spanish people, but. There's been times where I go with no spicy food for a while. Koreans have a lot of spicy foods actually. Japanese food isn't really spicy. It's more like a wasabi type of thing where the fumes come out of your face. But the spicy, the Japanese are known for spicy. So there's like a Philip. Yeah. So there's
no guys, Rock, you don't eat jalapenos either. I know Holtz love it.
The thing is, and again, going back to when I was a kid, it was only, it's the thing, when I was born, it was literally only 20 years since World War II, right? So, the actual diet was fairly bland. And I never saw a pizza until I was about 14 years. I didn't even know what a pizza was until I was about 14 years old. And we never had burger bars. I mean, we had a Wimpy before we ever saw anything else, before Burger King, which I think was originally British, and before McDonald's and stuff. So none of that existed when I was a kid. And we never went out to Chinese restaurants or Indian restaurants and stuff, maybe fish and chips if you were lucky now and again. And my mum would make a shepherd's pie. You guys ever had shepherd's pie? It's just potato and lamb or potato and beef. It was that kind of food. So it's a cultural thing. I never grew up having garlic or peppers or chilies. Onions were about the strongest flavors that were ever in the kind of food that I ate. So, and not to say that I won't eat it now. My kids are far more cosmopolitan. They eat my daughter loves Japanese food, so she eats a ton of Japanese food, and they're always trying different kind of Asian dishes, and so they're of that generation. And Holtz, who's he was a few years younger than me. So he would have been, kind of growing up in the 80s, and there was a much wider gamut of food available from that point than there was when I was growing up.
Now, you know what's strange? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I just wanted to ask him because you do some traveling and stuff, right? And then you seem pretty open to trying things.
Yeah.
So what's the food that the most surprised you on how good it was, or how, I mean, something that maybe it's not traditional
that I would normally eat. Yeah. So I mean, the last, and you're right. I will try most things. But I mean, there's pedestrian things like mussels, plates of mussels and stuff, which I would, the look of it was horrible. And I remember I accidentally ordered a plate of mussels because it was in Spanish and I didn't know what it meant, and I actually really enjoyed it. So sometimes you have to try stuff. You can surprise yourself. Yeah. Well, I thought, I don't know. I didn't really order this, mate, but I'll give it a go. But yeah, but I will try. I mean, I've never tried monkey brain or anything like that. I've never gone that. I've never been that adventurous. But
in Mexico, they have seso tacos, which is cow brain tacos, which I haven't tried myself, but it's a thing. It's common.
It's kind of like I imagine it's kind of like a pasty meat, isn't it? Because it's not like it's a fibrous meat, is it? I mean, it's whenever you take a brain, imagine. It's just almost like a jelly. It's a bit of a weird texture more than anything, I would have thought.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
I still has to be playing around. He said, "Bro, monkey brain is the way." Yeah, okay.
You never know.
It's big, somewhere. They eat them in the heads of monkeys, don't they? In certain countries, they literally cook it in the head, take the lid off, and then they just scoop the thing out. It's a delicacy, but no, not for me.
My wife's a foodie. She can't eat in a restaurant if it doesn't have minimum 3 stars on Yelp or something.
Wow.
But so she's a foodie. She enjoys food. Junk food to her is like really?
Yeah.
It's like a slap in the face. Yeah. And so I remember we went to Japan. We go to Japan a lot, but she's from northern Japan, Sapporo, which is known for seafood, right? Because it's cold up there and it's an ocean.
Oh wow! And,
I remember her fancy foodie friends took us to a restaurant. And there's certain things that I like about Japanese food. I mean, I love Japanese food, but a lot of the food that I love is really like kids' food. It's made for kids because they know they're gonna like it, like curry and I can't say the word, but it's like little. They're basically like hash browns, but they're softer. They're like, Anyway, so it's a lot of stuff that's like kids' food, right? And so they take me to this fancy.
What, you talking about tater tots?
It's kind of like tater tots, but they're croquettes. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, croquettes, right? And so those are really good. And so they take me to this fancy restaurant and then bring a bowl with the lid on it. So I'm like, oh, this is extra fancy. And there's ice all around the lid. So I'm like, oh, this is extra fancy. I literally open the lid, right? I take the lid off and a shrimp jumped off onto my lap. It was live shrimp on ice. That's it. So it's just crushed ice and like 5 or 6 shrimps still moving around. So I'm like, I can't eat this. No, I can't.
Wow.
I mean, they eat the shell, and I can't even eat the shell, let alone
No, I can't be doing if it's alive.
Yeah, so I couldn't do that. And then that was just my plate. The other guys had like a crab, like an actual crab. I'm not big with seafood, but I can eat like fried seafood. They literally just they get it's the whole crab. It's this big. And they bring it up to the table, and they just take the top of the crab off, and they start eating it right from the
stomach and everything, the whole thing.
Everything, and then they crack the legs open, and they have like this little crack.
I mean, I love crab. I don't want what was eaten the night before in there
live.
Still.
Yeah,
it was alive.
Oh,
that's cool.
And then they just pop the head off and start eating it.
Oh,
I can't do that.
I can't even if it looked like it did when it was alive. I'm not interested.
Well,
let alone.
You know what's weird? I don't know why my taste buds is, but as a little kid, I just never, even adult, never liked the taste of meat. So I love macaroni and cheese. I would ask my mom, make that, right? Yeah. More than just the actual dinner. Because macaroni and cheese was always just a side, right? And even growing up, like when my grandma came, so I would have like, my grandma would marinate meat for days. So when you ate it, you didn't taste the meat, you taste the flavor. And I was like, oh, I like that. So if I can't even eat regular I can't eat fried chicken because the skin tastes good to me. But then once I taste the meat, like if I go to a cookout and somebody say, oh, we're making hamburgers, I need it burnt. I need it like it has to. I can't taste meat. So the reason why I like McDonald's because it's so like fake, right? I just taste like the ketchup and the mustard, right? It's like and I can't eat more than one burger. Once I eat more than one, I just feel like I could taste meat. So whenever we go out, that's why I like fried shrimp. Fried shrimp is my go-to. I can eat that. I can get a simple burger.
When you come to Hawaii, and I say when you come to Hawaii, I'm coming. I think you're gonna enjoy shoyu chicken because it's basically shoyu is soy sauce, so it's basically marinated in soy. So the chicken is actually dark from being marinated in it. You know what I mean? The actual meat, chicken is normally white, right? So you marinate it long enough, it seeps through the meat, and it's actually it's kind of like shoyu flavor, soy sauce flavor. So that one, and then the Korean spicy pork. It's basically the Korean version of al pastor. Have you ever eaten al pastor tacos? It's like the red meat, the red pork that when you go to a Mexican restaurant, they stack it up on a little spinner thingy. They have the pineapple in there, and they actually, it's almost semi-cooked with vinegar, and then they cut it up from the sides. It almost looks Greek, but it's Mexican al pastor. It's really good, but it's red. That's how you recognize it. It's red from the chili sauces and stuff.
I would eat like meat if it's like when my wife makes steak, she buys thin because I can't eat thick, right? Because the thicker it's going to be more of the taste, right? Flavor, so we used to my favorite restaurant is called Budokan. It's kind of a high-end Asian restaurant. It's like Asian fusion, and they have what's called Asian barbecued pork, right? And it's really thin slices of this pork, and because it's so thin and the spice they use is really good. So and I would cut them up in little pieces and I would eat it with my rice. We would get crab fried rice and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't really like meat, man. Like if I could, I like fish, but I like more freshwater tasting fish. Like we went where Roxine in the video, we got flounder, and we got the blackened flounder and the regular flounder and like fried flounder, right? And both those styles was good for me, but like I can't eat salmon because it's more fishy taste. Tilapia is the furthest I would go with taste that fish that has kind of like a stronger taste. But
for that same reason, that ocean taste, I only really liked fried fish. Because when you fry it, it's not as strong, you know what I mean? But when it's baked or boiled or whatever, broiled or any of that, it's a little too. I'll eat it, but
I love mackerel. Have you guys tried mackerel?
My grandfather used to eat he could open the cans, man, and
it's such a meaty fish,
Isn't that the one that looks like steak?
Well, you can get swordfish that's like steak. So if you get a large piece of swordfish or tuna, obviously that can be a lot like steak. But no, mackerel. I mean, mackerel is it's a fish that tends to live quite close to the coast. So you can most people that live in kind of just off the ocean will catch mackerel. But it's a lovely, really meaty, tasty fish, and it's quite a sporty fish as well. So you get a lot of meat with a mackerel. Love mackerel.
Yeah, I think I ate that once or twice, and it reminded me of like a light skinned steak because you couldn't tell that it was fish just by the texture and everything.
There was this. So whenever I get tilapia, it's usually thin. But there was this one restaurant. I mean, the tilapia meat was thick, and they would have cream sauce.
What's tilapia meat? Sorry?
Huh?
What's tilapia meat?
Fish. Yeah, it's a fish.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was not familiar with the fish.
They say tilapia that it's not good fish because they say they grow it in like a fish farm or whatever.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I like
it's like river fish.
Right.
Yeah, isn't it like river fish? Like
that's what they say. It's like it's not. Supposedly it's not so good.
Farm.
But it's a good, not fishy fish, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Where it's kind of fresh, like it's a good happy medium taste for me. That's as far as I'll go.
Yeah,
But it's man, but it used to be thick, like how you was explaining with the macro, and with a cream sauce. Like if you watch the one video, my daughter, she wanted salmon, and I was messing with her because it's $27. I was like, no. So I said no, and then when the waitress came, I said, you gonna get a burger. So when the waitress came up and said, no, you can give her salmon. She was shocked. For real, I surprised her, right? But you could see they put the butter sauce on it, and but she said it was pretty good. But
salmon can be delicious. Yeah, nice salmon.
Good.
Yeah,
I only one time, Rock. One time I had salmon. I tried it a couple times. My daughter Lena made it, didn't like it. I went to one wedding, and I don't like meat, so they had a lot of meat. And as going to a wedding, I was hosting a wedding, right? So I'm working for the the bride and groom, and so they let you eat. Well, Primo, no, he's retired for let you eat. So I was like, man, I don't know what to get, and I said, well, the only thing I like fish, but it's salmon, and man, that was the best. That was like high end, like however they made it. This place was ritzy, so it was so good. But that's the only time I ever.
There's a massive difference between wild salmon and farmed salmon, and you can really taste the difference. It's huge, and I don't like it cold. A lot of people have cold salmon on on bread or what have you, and that's like shoe leather. But properly, nicely cooked salmon, poached salmon. But a proper wild salmon, you can so taste the difference. Yeah.
I mean, have you guys ever seen YouTube videos about the fish market in Tokyo? You ever seen that?
No.
There's this a fish market in Tokyo. I forget if it's just a Tokyo fish market or whatever they call it, but they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on salmon. I can't say it right. And it's usually goes to like the expensive restaurants where it's like each piece of sushi like this is like $400 or something crazy.
Wow.
If you ever look at those, if you ever get a chance, look for the Tokyo fish market videos, and it's mind-boggling how much they spend on these massive. I mean, I got two monitors right here. It's like half the salmon. It's just huge.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and some of those sushi chefs as well. I mean, they're like rock gods, aren't they?
Well,
the real top guys are. They're just something else.
Kyle Game and Dad asked about cod. So here's a couple things I've seen in the chat: frog legs, cod, codfish,
Call of Duty.
What was it?
Cod, yeah, Call of Duty, yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm never was a big into cod. I like flounder. Flounders just taste bland, and whatever you make it with, that's the taste you taste. I like whiting. Whiting also is like the most bland fish. Whatever you make with it, the flavor you give it, that's the flavor it has. Frog legs, I would never try. ISO said something earlier. He was talking to you, Primo. Said Primo.
Yeah, see, it's like Korean. It's a Korean meat covered egg. It's I always forget the name, but it's a Korean thing that they have here in Hawaii. So Hawaii is very. You would figure you come to Hawaii, there's gonna be a lot of Hawaiian food, right? There's only a few Hawaiian restaurants that actually have like actual Hawaiian food. Everything else is a mixture of Japanese, Korean, Filipino, Chinese, Taiwanese, all these different flavors. And so I think if you come to Hawaii, you'll probably be able to eat as many of the diverse Pacific Island foods, because Samoan food, they got Tongan food and stuff. And they all have similarities. Like Filipino food and Mexican food have a lot of similarities,
right? And
so there's some Japanese food. So like a lot of people say Korean barbecue, but then they have yakiniku is the Japanese version of Korean barbecue. So and it's a little bit different for both of them. One of them is spicier than the other one. Both of them have like really thin cut meats. Right. So actually, that's another one you might want to try, Cowboy, because so Korean barbecue. Have you ever tried Korean barbecue?
Not Korean barbecue, but I had some Korean food.
Okay, because you normally try to avoid. Somebody's gonna take up.
That's the ice cream. That's the ice cream van going past again, isn't it?
That's Jersey, so it is ice cream. They gotta,
Yeah,
they gotta
New
get
Jersey,
tongues
man.
away.
I'll tell you, you know.
But Korean barbecue is a really thinly cut meat that you cook yourself. You ever seen that? You sit in a table and it has like a little mini grill in front of you, and you just you order the meat raw and you put it on there by yourself. And so you like that because a lot of it is heavily when you put in the sauce, what do you call it? Marinated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either really heavily marinated, and it's also thin because it has to cook quickly since you're sitting there in front.
Oh, bless.
And so okay, but I'm gonna stream with her later on.
Lovely.
That's your daughter?
Gorgeous family.
That's my 8-year-old. Yeah, my youngest.
Yeah. My daughters have been watching those videos as well. They love it when their little voices and they're like, "Oh, how sweet."
This one's funny too because she's in her own little world, so she'll just be like, just I don't know, randomly
so
start
cute.
laughing for something.
I tell you, I miss those days so much. They grow so quickly. It really does. When I see little children around, well, my girls at that age, it genuinely makes me tear up because you just remember how much you've missed and that stuff. It goes so fast. Guys, it's coming up to 1 a.m. I've got to
that's right.
head out of here. But this has been amazing. I knew I wanted to jump in as soon as I came on earlier. I thought, this would be great. I haven't talked to Ant for so long, and to have you in as well, Primo. What an absolute pleasure, my friend. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for Rock. I'm trying something new. I think it's cool when we get to talk about, like, everybody knows we're all gamers, right? No one has to say anything.
We don't have to keep proving it.
They know we're gamers. But I think it captivates us when I can hear Rock talking about dieting. I can hear Primo telling us about a different food. And so yesterday sparked it for me, Primo, when I wanted to do this for a long time ago. And I tried it one time and I didn't discuss gaming. It was just, I did a relationship topic, right? But I wanted to do a smorgasbord, right? And when yesterday we were showing pictures of us, showing the young picture of you, I woke up today and said, today I'm going to start it like a talk show. And we're just going to whatever, right? And so I think
I love the format. I love this format. I always have done. Whenever anybody in the community has ever done stuff that deviates from gaming, I love that. We've all got such a rich tapestry of experiences and history. Primo's got some amazing experiences. He has come from one country to live in another country that is occupied by a whole other country. I mean, he's got a massive amount.
Somebody from a different country.
Exactly. So there's so many different stories and so many different. And same with you, Ant. And that's what I love. I love to find out how. Whenever we talk about history, I'm never interested in kings and battles. I want to know how ordinary people lived and what they did in their everyday and how they talked and what they ate and what they looked like and what diseases they got. That's what I love. And talking to people from around the world like this, I love that. I could do this all day long.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is we got Hawaii, we got the UK, we got the US, right? And so just imagine the three of us. We were sitting on here for hours, right? And somebody could come in and be like, I just learned something from Rock that I would have never knew because maybe they live in the US, right? And what did Primo just say? I mean, it is part of the United States, but either way, like he said, you are coming, and trust me, I'm coming, right? But it's just amazing that we do gaming. And I was talking the other day, and I know you guys gotta go, but I said to someone, when my wife's brother died, there's some people I'll never meet in my life. And I mentioned you, Rock. You guys donated money for the funeral. And I hope to God we meet one day. And Rock, I'm going to give you the biggest hug. I love hugs, man. And it's just people all over the world, like places I may never go to. And we get to have this bond. So why not get to share stories that if you're home all day in your country, you may never hear, right? It might be some little sliver. Right. That you might be like, oh, wow, I never knew that. And we have access to it because we talk to people all over every day, but we talk about our gaming. Right.
Do you imagine, Anne, if 100 years ago, so World War I, you imagine if back then the people that took part in killing each other and in the scale, the industrial scale that wars were then, you imagine if people talk like we do every day, face to face, different languages, exchanging cultures, exchanging ideas, and realizing that ultimately We're all the same. We're all humans, just different colors with different languages and different accents. That's all. But humans, we're all humans. And if over history, what we're able to do today was possible back then, just imagine how many more people would have avoided being in those situations, because you understand that we're all the same. We all have the same drives. We all have the same fears. We all have the same desires. We only just ever want the best for our families. That's all. And once you realize that's the case, it unlocks the ability to learn so much about other people and be receptive to finding out what they do in their everyday lives. Love you guys. I genuinely do. I love talking to you, both of you. I think you're amazing.
Same here, Rock. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah.
Take care.
Okay.
Cheers, chat.
I'll see you guys. I'm gonna see you guys too. I'm gonna end it now because I think I'm gonna.
Well, Primo, did you see Rudik said he's gonna be in Hawaii?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Let me know.
Yeah.
Hawaii and Maui. You gotta stop at Oahu, man. That's the one place that I'm at.
Yeah, you have to just get in a boat.
Hawaii, Maui, and Big Island for 3 weeks, and Oahu. I guess he doesn't want the people. Oahu has the crowds, so some people just avoid that. But yeah, I'll be here, man. If anybody, I put it out there. If anybody comes to Hawaii, let me know. We can get a schedule a meetup or something. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very talkative and enjoy meeting people. So it'll be nice. Yeah.
You take care, fellas.
All right,
see you later.
I'm gonna take off too. She's already watching me already. All right, bye, everybody.
All right, later, guys.
See you guys.
Oh man, this was awesome, guys. This is something I want to do, man. I want to start a new format, and I want to just I want to make it a talk show. But the subjects, you guys may say, "Hey, this is what I want to talk about," and if you mention it in the chat, I'm gonna mention it, right? I'm gonna still talk about gaming. Matter of fact, I wanted to let the last thing about the show be about some gaming. So I've been waiting to pull this up. So don't go anywhere, guys. So, oh man, I'm an ice cream guy. Ice cream is my thing. I just went to the store, actually, Holtz, and I bought it's called Duo, right? I think it's by Breyer, but cookies and cream with chocolate chip cookies in it. Oh man, it's great. Thank you so much, Twisted Barber. So many of you guys, I want to actually shout out names, but I know we was going on and on and on. But hold on, guys, don't go anywhere. I've been meaning to pull this up, right? So let's just go over a little bit of news. Just going to do real quick. PlayStation, let's see. Call of Duty. Xbox Call of Duty offers was inadequate on many levels. Oh, what is that talking about? So I got this thing right here where I could just pull up stories. And I'm just curious to see. I'm not going to go all into it. I just want to look a little bit of it. And now I got to click on full story. Let me just see real quick. Let's see. PlayStation, Xbox, Call of Duty offers accept all cookies. All right. Let me see. Remain PlayStation for 3. Oh, yeah. So this is here. Let me pull this up. I don't think you guys could see this. So let me pull this up real quick. So I heard about this before. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this right here. There you go. So I heard about this before. Let me make sure I got the right thing up so you guys can see. No, that's not it. Hold on. They both look alike. So once it's full story, one doesn't. Here, let's pull up this one. Oh, I keep pulling up the wrong one. Whoops, hold up. All right, here we go. This is what I want to pull up. So it says Microsoft has offered for Call of Duty to remain on PlayStation for 3 years beyond current deal. So that's the thing. So it was said that in about 3 years, Call of Duty doesn't have a contract to be on PlayStation. And so they're saying they want to add another 3 years. So, Call of Duty is such a big thing. It's such a big deal. But I just wanted to pull that up a little bit. So let's go back here. Let's back up. Just want to pull up a couple stories. The new PS5 system software update out globally today. PS5 DualSense controller update released. That's well, you guys seen Rose had to get off so he could actually look that up. So that was kind of funny. Let's see. Xbox Elite Series 2 is evolving with more ways to play. I'm just trying to find the stories that might be interesting. Atomic Heart. Now, Atomic Heart looks really cool. Atomic Heart to be published by Focus Home in early 2023. This game looks really cool. Let me see. Let me see if they got any pictures. No, everything says full story. And then I got to pull up something else. Let's see. Let me go. New Xbox Series X and S patch brings faster boot time. All right, that's pretty cool. CD Projekt Red, Cyberpunk 2077. Will have one major expansion. So we all kind of heard of that. They had a new expansion, update on New Witcher. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Let me see. That's talking about the thing. Amazon slashes up action adventure RPG games, slashes up to 60% off of action adventure RPG games. All right, cool. Another Cyberpunk still rising. Which IP should Arc System Works turn into its next fighting game? Oh, that's interesting. OLED model of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet editions, and PS update. So nothing seems to be out of the ordinary or special. I just want to try to pull up some gaming news. If you guys got anything you want to mention. Oh, look, review Destroy All Humans 2. I actually just put that on my GameFly list. Let me see. The epic costume God of War inspired. Okay. Let's see. Oh, they're talking Metal Gear. First 4 figures sold. Let me see. Battlefield 2042. DICE celebrates series 20th anniversary with free player. All right, so nothing too special there. I just at least want to pull up some gaming stuff to close out the show, but nothing great. Let's see. You see the responses from Jim Ryan concerning Call of Duty. Yeah, so that, kind of what we was looking at by Primo, by Rock. Let me see. Yeah, hey, I have to do a UK tour, man. That's going to be so cool. Seriously, though. Let me see. So yeah, Jim Ryan, they was talking about, as I just pulled up, the Call of Duty and the deals and all that stuff. But let me see, was there anything specific though that I should home in on since Maker mentioned it? Let's just see real quick. Let's see real quick. Let me see. Because I seen they had Jim Ryan said a couple of things. See, this is the thing. I don't want anything crazy happen to my laptop. I'm trying to pull up. There we go. Always worry about bugs. I'm not a PC guy. All right, hold on. Let's take a look at this. Let me see what Jim Ryan said. Let me see. Microsoft has promised to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation for 3 years beyond the current agreement between Activision and Sony, says PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan. In a statement provided to Game Industry Biz, Ryan says the offer was inadequate on many levels. Okay. So when they try to say Call of Duty will stay on PlayStation, they're only saying for other 3 years. Wow, that's interesting. The disagreement between the two companies follows Microsoft offer to buy Call of Duty for a deal roughly or nearly $69 million. The deal is currently being scrutinized by competitors, the UK regulations. Let me see. Last week, Xbox revealed that it had provided a signed agreement to Sony to guarantee Call of Duty on PlayStation with future and content parity for at least several more years beyond Sony's existing contract with Activision. Xbox said this offer goes well beyond typical gaming industry agreements. Wow. The current deal between Sony and Activision Blizzard around Call of Duty is believed to cover the next 3 releases, including this year's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. However, Sony says the offer fails to consider the impact on PlayStation gamers. Damn, this is kind of crazy when you think of it, guys. It's a little bit crazy because it's like it's really getting into the whole business and politics of gaming. Like, oh, I think we should have this, and I think we should have that. And it's kind of like, well, what do you think is really suffice to what they should have? And that's, to be fair, right? Let me see. However, Sony says the offer fails to. All right, I read that part. I hadn't intended to comment on what I understood to be a private business discussion, but I feel the need to set the record straight because Phil Spencer brought this into the public forum, Ryan stated. Microsoft only offered for Call of Duty to remain on PlayStation for 3 years after the current agreement between Activision and Sony ends. After almost 20 years of Call of Duty on PlayStation, this proposal was inadequate on many levels and failed to take account of the impact on our gamers. We want to guarantee PlayStation gamers continue to have the highest quality Call of Duty experience. A Microsoft proposal undermines this principle. Wow. So what's crazy though? Dude, if Call of Duty gets if Microsoft gets Call of Duty, it is what it is, right? At that point, you kind of just gotta like let it be what it is, right? So I think that's kind of funny, if you ask me. But what do I know? But I feel like if you spend all this money, right? If I spend all this money to get Call of Duty and Activision and blah blah blah, then I should be able to keep what I want, right? Like, forget that. Let me show you guys this too. I want to pull something else up. Because I am a big fan. All right. Let me see. I am a big fan of this right here, guys. So for the last people in the chat, check this out. Let's see. Bam. So guys, I'm bringing up GameFly. So GameFly says GameLock those new releases. The biggest new releases are starting to arrive, and you still have time to GameLock them. Check out the list below, which has some upcoming GameLock by dates for new releases, and plan on your guaranteed new release rental. So here's the thing, guys. I do a lot of GameFly, right? And what that simply means is I'm able to, you know what? I might have to change this thing because I need to put it back to it automatically pops up. That's the second time I just pulled something up and didn't realize it wasn't on the screen. But anyway, GameLock allows you to lock a game and you get it on the same day it comes out, right? So, GameFly is what I've been using since 2008. I rent a lot of games from it. So it's pretty cool. They give you GameFly dollars. So every so often I get $10 off. I get 10% off. And look at GameFly shirts. But look what it's showing. GameLock dates by. And these are showing a bunch of games like a GameLock, Nickelodeon Kart Racers, Speedway, No More Heroes 3, Dragon Ball Z, The Breaker Special Edition, NHL 2023, PGA Tour 23, Star Trek Prodigy, Supernova, A Plague's Tale, Requiem, Ghostbusters, Spirits Unleashed, Gotham Knights. Oh, look at that. Gotham Knights, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So, matter of fact, I probably should do Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. How cool would it be to get that day and date? Let's see. Let's see if this clicks over because you guys even see that. Nope. Here, let's show it. See, what I don't like is when I open up a new screen, you can't see it. Actually, I could share. I could do entire screen. Yeah, let's do entire screen. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, that's not getting the right screen. All right, never mind. Let's not do that. I'll do tab. All right, we're going to do. There we go. So check this out, guys. So I'm going to pick the PlayStation 5 version, right? So look, rent $69.99, but I'm going to do rent. And look, I'm going to game lock. So that means You know, look at it. Call of Duty is coming out October 28th, right? And it says guarantee shipment upon release. I just game locked it. So what's next? You successfully game locked Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which releases on 10/28/2022. You continue to rent other games and movies in your queue. Just remember to return one of your rentals so that you can have a open slot between 10/21 and 2022 or 10/26. So that's cool. They're showing the week, right? So that we are able to send you a game when it is released. If you decide you no longer want this as your game lock, you can remove it or add another title in its place. However, once removed, you will lose your place in line. So make sure you game lock your title. So look at this. I'm going to keep this game locked, right? So this is going to stay as a game lock for me. I'm going to go to my queue. Okay, so let's go to my queue. So you guys can see right now I have Horizon Zero Forbidden West. If I was to keep it, it's only $35.99, right? It automatically put my game lock at the top. I can exit out of it if I want. And I got the Curie on my queue. I got Gollum. I got DNF Duel. I got Sleeper. So I got a couple movies as well. And I scroll down, you can see a bunch of games. Evil West, Vesmia. I guess actually I might want to get that next. So look, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hit go to top. So put that at the top. I still had Saints Row, but now I own Saints Row, so I can exit that off of my list. Ghostwire Tokyo. At some point I want to play that. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I want to play that. Deathloop. Look, I had Deathloop, but guess what? Deathloop is coming to PlayStation under PlayStation Plus Premium, so I don't need it. Destroy All Humans. I do want to rent this. And Biomutant, I do want to rent that at some point. Actually, that came out yesterday. So look at that. So I got God of War here. If I want, I could try to get that ahead of time and all that, right? Actually, I didn't rent it yet. But anyway, I just want to show you guys a little bit of GameFly. GameFly is pretty cool. Look at the top, right? You got games, movies, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, 3DS, 4K, UHD, Blu-rays, DVDs, more platforms. Guys, look at this. All this stuff, GameFly. I can rent games. It's pretty freaking amazing. All right. So with that being said, we covered a lot today. Let me see. You see, yeah, I see Stadia 2s. I actually covered that yesterday, Maker. Stadia 2s are pretty lackluster, I will have to say. Let me see. Yeah, we used to game Fly back in the day. Oh, you did too? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've been doing it, Cammy, still since 2008. If I show you my list, you'll be like, what? 127 million people play Call of Duty. Damn, that is a huge population to play only Xbox. PlayStation may be a little worried. Yeah, I mean, that's real. Let me see. But we got to see if it goes through, you know. You see the response. There you go. So I read that. So, yeah, the 2s was not good at all for me. Oh, you know what I did want to do, guys? We're going to do a little bit of gaming. You just reminded me, Maker. One thing I did want to do is I wanted to play Yars, right? Now, that was the only game I cared about on Stadia this month. And somebody told me that they do have it, right? They have the trial. So for me, I want to check out the trial. So got my Stadia controller. Let's check out the Yars trial. I was a big fan of that game back in the day, right? On Atari, going way, way back. But I definitely don't care to get Stadia Pro so I can have it because I canceled my Stadia Pro. So let's go to the trials. Damn, they got Hellraiser and Dead by Daylight. That's cool as hell, man. Dead by Daylight got everything. I just wish I liked the game. All right, so let's see. Yars. Here go Yars right here. Play 30 minutes at no cost. So let's do this. Let's give Yars a spin. All right. And I'll read everybody's comments. I'm just curious, right? Because I wanted to check it out. Let's see. My phone's at 100%. MC yards, play for 30 minutes. Here, let's check it out. Let's get us a little go. Okay, and let me change this. Bam, put the cowboy on the side. All right, so let's check out yards. This was one of my games back in the day, man, when I was a little kid. So I don't think I would play it that long where I would want to have Stadia Pro again, but I will get Stadia Pro again at some point. But this I just want to like check out and see what it's like. So let me make sure this isn't too. Oh wow, look at that, real big. Your time is limited. That's cool though, so I can know how much time I got. All right, so sneaky box. All right, so you move all around. All right, so showing you move all around. All right, so how do I shoot? Oh, okay, there you go. Hold up, wait. All right, collect the orbs. Hold up, collect the orbs to power the Zorin. Okay, I got the orbs. Get closer to the nibbler and destroy the rest of the shield. I mean, I don't know how to shoot. It's not shooting. All right, hold up. So during the future battles, you will encounter stronger types of shields and enemies. It's not shooting. I'm pressing every button. So it looked like you're supposed to move this around, right? But it's not shooting. Is there like a glitch with this game? Somebody help me out. Somebody help me out. Just want to end the stream with some gameplay, but apparently this game is not working. That's not even cool because I'm on a time schedule. Let me see. What gen is your watch? Oh. My wife asked me what gen is watch. Hold on real quick. It's the one before the newest one. What the hell's wrong with this game? Let me restart it. All right, so move around the map. That was the one thing it wanted me to do, right? All right, shoot front of the shield. Okay, collect the orbs. Okay, get closer to the nibbler. It's not shooting. It just stopped shooting. What the hell? This thing is weird. Am I supposed to eat it? That's what it's saying? Oh, I think it... Alright, I don't know. I think I was supposed to shoot the shield and then eat it. Alright, so... Oh, wow, look at that. Alright, shoot the Zion cannon to destroy it. Oh, look at that. Damn, okay. Why they don't tell you the buttons? Like, how would I even know the buttons? Follow the arrow to exit. This game... I don't know. What's up? Alright, let's do arcade. Single player. So hyper, hunger, heavy cannon. All right, score at the end of arcade, 2.5%. 2.5% score at the end of arcade play. 2.5% score at the end of. You know, why they all say the same thing? She went to dinner with a friend. All right, let's go. All right, now what's up with the... Oh, I think, yeah. When I push up to it, it breaks through. Okay. Guys, I'm not being funny, but this is not it. Like... Oh. Like back in the day, man, this game was cool. Alright, can I kill that thing? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, look at this. Let's go. Okay, I could get in this. Oh, here we go. You about to get rocked. Oh, so how much points do I need to grab in order to get into that big thing? Oh, and I probably can't kill that. There we go. There we go. You better get crushed. Okay, I get it. And I can't kill this thing by myself. I need this. Okay, I get it. I mean, it's okay. But this is what I'm talking about. Lion, I'm still at it. Yeah, so what I wanted to do, I want to end off the show because, you know, we talked about dieting, we talked about different countries, but what I want to do is add a little bit of gaming, right? And I didn't get a chance, like, this was the only game I was interested in on Stadia Pro, but somebody, a viewer of mine, made a good point. They said, they told me this last month. They said, you do realize you could not buy the Stadia Pro. You could save money on Stadia Pro. Since they've been having games you don't like, you could just do a trial. And they were right, because guess what? They typically have a trial for every game that's on Pro. So now I don't feel the need to have to spend money to get those games. The only crazy thing is this is the first month of I never had Pro. It's kind of a little sad when I think about it. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is a crazy weapon. Come on, do your best. Yeah, I like this. This is more direct. Alright, we're going in. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, see, I would get bored of this real quick. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over. But yeah, back in the day, man, I used to love this thing. Edwards, what's going on? What are you up to? Thanks for joining the show. I appreciate it. Look, Edwards, if you look at the thing, right, you could click on there and join the show. You could click on and actually be a part of the show. And we are discussing any topics. Got a talk show format. I like to have guests on and we just discuss whatever. So, Edwards, if you're feeling froggy, jump on in and be a part of the show. I'm just saying. Just saying. The link is there. It's pinned to the chat. Anybody could jump in if they want and be a part of the show. I'm almost done, actually. But, there we go. I'm going to try to shoot straight down the middle. There we go. There we go. Trying to take out that side gun. Oh yeah, I wonder if I could break this. Oh yeah, look at that. I could. So what I'm gonna try to do, right? I'm gonna try to break this. Oh! Alright, I got killed. Alright, game over. Guys, I don't even want to play that again. But here, let's try missions. Right? See what you guys talking about. Yeah, I mean, I liked this when I was a kid. But dude, I was a kid. I'm 46 years old now. So yeah, now I know some people like this though. But yeah, like, nah, they should bring back Dragon Spirit. It was a TurboGrafx 16 game where you just fly. Like, that's what we need. We need a new flight game that has like the 2D graphics or overhead view. Like with a plane or a dragon or something. I guess this would be kind of comparable, but not really. You know what I mean? There we go. Getting into my super ship. Oh, wow. I'm tearing this up. See, I'm bored already. But maybe because I kind of like played this before back in my day. So for me, it's funny playing this now as an adult. Alright, tearing it up. Boom. Alright, so apparently I didn't get... I wonder what... Oh! Oh, wow, you can't die at all. Yo, Sanchez, what's up? This was all we had. Well, yeah, you know what's funny, though, Sanchez? I think that you're right. This was all we had back in the day, right? So here, let me try to beat this stage. Actually, focus. Yeah, I mean, nothing. That was it. Oh, so I know I was calling Evans, or Sev Evans, and he said, hey, I'd rather not. So Sanchez, let me know. Would you like me not to call you Sanchez? I mean, it's Sanchez Gaming, so I don't know what else to call you, but guys, let me also know, how did you like the new format that I actually talked about some non-gaming stuff? And I'll actually have some topics also that I'll be bringing up. Today was just cool because we just went off the cuff and I had nothing planned, but I just really want to do a format where I just have guests come on, shoot, and we talk about some non-gaming stuff. Let me know if you like that, because it also stopped the whole console war nonsense that I don't really care to be a part of. I don't mind having discussions, and I don't mind people having their preference, but it stops people from putting on me those labels, right? Oh, you're a Stadia guy. Oh, you're a PlayStation guy, right? I always knew I was made to do like a talk show, right? So for me, this is kind of cool because I'm getting to do something I always wanted to do. You guys let me know. I'm a natural born entertainer. You guys know I like to say it. I'm here to entertain the masses. Alright, so all that... Oh! I get hit one more time, it's a wrap. All I want to do is get in there, right? So let me wait till it spins. Oh, forget spinning. Alright, so next time it turns and I get my power up, then I'm in. There we go. I'm about to be in there like swimwear. All right, ready? 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 Got him. Hold up. Why am I still? Oh, I probably could have held that. All right. Next time. Next time. Let's see. Let's see how much time I got left. 15 minutes. So wait. Okay. So now I just go to the next mission. Oh, snap. Okay, I get it. All right, here we go. Oh, I pretty much gotta Okay, I get it. I get it. So instead of me trying to do that, wouldn't it be better, make more sense if I just try? Oh. All right. Here, let's do that again. Oh, I could blow these up. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh, come on. Hold on, was that me doing a special or something? Alright, let's go. Let's get up in the ship. Rocked him. It hurt him. It hurt him. I seen he was hurt. Oh! Okay, I got it now. Alright, let's go. I got it now. Apparently, I'm the one doing that blast. Oh, that was, whoa. Oh, not today, singing. All right, here we go. Here we go. Boom. Oh, there you go. That's what I do. Oh, I get it. Once you get all of that thing, then you move on. All right. All right, let's go to this. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. All right, so that you gotta sneak around. Coming in. Boom. Oh, but I get it. Yeah, something a little better than this would have been cool. Like if they would have had like I said, a dragon or something, right? This is so like, oh, I thought I was really gonna get in there. Thought I was gonna miss me. All right, hold on, guys. Let's ultimate revenge attack. All right, let's get in there. Boom. Smack them off. Oh man, I didn't think that one hit was gonna get me. Alright, I was just really being naive. There we go. Let's go, here we go. Take out these guns. Boom, you like that? So good? Now let's take this out. Get another blast. There we go, right in the eye. Let's go. All right. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, this one is kind of crazy because it goes fast. So it's cool that you like chip away. Like, oh, not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. Yeah, I would be kind of mad if this was the only game I kept my Stadia Pro for. Guys, you know me. I'm the master of keeping it real. I'm just always going to keep it real with you guys. I'm an equal opportunist. I like games all together. So we're always going to talk about this game, that game. Oh, guess what? I done put a big dent. You gotta go down, buddy. Oh, it runs out. Oh no. We're gonna hold it. Dang. Alright, well. Did some considerable damage. Oh, here we go. Okay, what's cool is if I don't get in it, then it won't use it. Got him. Let's go. All right, let's see. All right. So we'll call it full house. Got 6 minutes left. I'll run it down. All right, I was playing Reckless. I love the games where it was like this, right? Where you fly all around. Tearing that shield up. Tearing that shield up. Right back at you. Alright. This should pretty much boost me up right here. Nope, didn't do it. Oh snap. Yeah, come on, just give me one. Woo! Alright, here we go. Say goodbye. Yeah, huh? Next one is a wrap. Call it a wrap, sir. Damn. Oh, that was some nonsense. Let's get back in here. Oh, I got hit. Our problem is I don't know when to back up. All I need to do is just stick and move. There we go. Alright, I'm hitting this. Alright, there we go. Whoa! Oh, man, I got hit. Alright, I might not be able to make this. There you go. Going in. Let's do it. Let's go. Go. All right. Yeah, I see the cowboy running thing. Boom. All right. If I get one time, I'm done. Might be over for you, buddy. Damn, are you serious? Oh, hold on. I don't have a... Oh, snap. Oh, okay. It's a wrap. Alright. Mission complete. What I do? What I do? Stadia is a pretty cool platform. You guys hear me talk about it a lot. You guys are watching me play video games. And it's just pretty cool to not have pretty much, I don't have a console or anything. I'm just playing on my laptop, but not with a game downloaded on my laptop. I see my screen looking a little funny. I'm almost done anyway. Yeah, cloud gaming is pretty cool, guys. If you're not familiar with cloud gaming, just know that it's a way that you could get into gaming and not spend a lot of money. You know, you got people spending hundreds of dollars on a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. But this is a way you could kind of get in. Oh, did I get him? Yeah, I did. Oh, wait, it was more? Oh, that's right, there's a couple of them. Alright. So I only got a couple seconds, so they ain't gonna last long. Alright. Guys, we could also discuss shows. We're gonna get into a lot of stuff with this new format. It's gonna be cool. 8 seconds. That's gonna end. Yep, there it is. All right, try another game. Oh, look, you can hit try another game. Let's see what happens. It's cool. But now it's cool to show you games that's not on Pro. Right? So you see everything says Pro and stuff that I purchased. Yeah, I actually bought this game. All right, anyway, let's just scroll through the list. It's a lot of games. You know, a lot of games that they allow you to get a demo. Not a demo, but a trial of. It's a bunch of games you get a trial of. And if you have Pro, look at all these games you could have claimed. So that's also kind of cool. Yeah, I'm about to get off though. I figure let me end it with some gaming because I didn't get into any gaming. Yeah, this is my Stadia right here. These are all my games. Quite a few games. I got to get back to this, of course. Space shooter. But anyway. All right, guys. So that is it for me. Let me see the last stuff that came in. Where's the cool games? You still on, bro? Yep. I thought you didn't own any Stadia games. I never said that. I never said that. Remember, I made a big deal about Stadia being able to purchase your games. That was always my thing. You could purchase your own games. So I got a bunch of games I purchased, as you see. The people in VR heard you talking about. Yeah. VR. I get there eventually. So many games I beat Cowboy in. That's a lie. Let me see. All right. With that being said, guys, man, it was cool. I think the format was pretty cool to just talk about some different stuff other than gaming, as well as gaming. So, guys, you're going to see me tomorrow. Today's Wednesday, right? Wow, this week. Well, tomorrow's Thursday. It'll be my last day. Remember, guys, I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Eastern every week. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And let me see. Let me see. Yeah, that's true. And he said, come to Purple's MK tournament. Then, listen, last time I beat you in Mortal Kombat, you were so mad. You were trying to figure out all the ways to make it like you didn't lose. So you might want to let that go, buddy. All right, let me see. Everyone saw you hiding. Everyone saw I beat you. Can you sing? Listen, he was doing it, but I don't know all the words. But suavemente besame, te quiero con esto, besame, suavemente. All right, you got it, Sanchez. You always got me doing some nonsense, but I appreciate it, man, because you support me and my dream of being the best damn YouTube personality on all of YouTube, because I'm the cowboy. I'm the master of vlogging. I'm the all-purpose champ. That makes me the king of content. With that being said, guys, you know how this goes. And now your mama knows. See you tomorrow. And now your mama knows. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.